and I'm joined by Kat, the gaming manager and host. First of all, welcome, Kat.
Hi Tony, thank you for coming today.
Tell us about this magnificent facility that we're in.
So we're currently standing in our fifth quarter sports bar and bistro. As you can see, we've got big screen TVs all around the room. We've also got our lovely function area upstairs, which is a private function area with a private bar that can hold up to 50 to 60 people. And then we've got our lovely private atrium area, which can be opened up. That one can fit about 20 to 30 people for a function.
Yeah, fantastic, Kat. And of course, community engagement across all the hotels. As the naming rights, it goes hand in hand with our live stream, of course. Tell us about, first of all, the atmosphere in this hotel.
This place is incredible and we've got a big sporting event happening. Everybody gets behind it and the atmosphere in here is just electric.
And the staff, friendly staff?
The staff here are fantastic. You won't find anybody without a big smile on their face when they're serving you.
When we were walking around, is it 14 screens you were saying?
I said a total of 14 big screens, plus we've got the extra big one over there for our sports bet and racing.
What happens between Monday and Thursday?
So we do offer a 10% discount on all our main meals from Monday to Thursday for our seniors. Just make sure you bring in that card with you.
Absolutely sensational. Well, Kat, we can't thank you enough. As we said, folks, the naming rights for our live stream every week for the Southern Football League, and you're doing a great job down here, Kat, and thank you so much for joining us.
They'll be on. Also, we will have 88 Air Diffusion Agency. We're going to give them a big mention. We've had Billy Threadgold in here a little bit earlier. Get on down there if you want any air conditioning. SA Landscape and Supplies. Go and see Baz there. Good big Hackham, Ordinga, and
I believe as well.
Reynella as well. So that's three now, yeah.
Archie's footwear now, that's the footwear you want, isn't it, really? Like, if you're ever looking for some nice flip-flops, get yourself down to Archie's and they'll look after you. And I believe that we're giving a free pair away to the best on ground today, is that correct?
Absolutely.
So you don't need to get a medal, you get a pair of tongs.
Yeah, no, that Youth and Sports Foundation, council initiative there. JRF Bricklayer. He's here somewhere.
Has he got his shirt on?
Well, I hope so. It's a night game. Then we've got So Cloudy, Telecom Services, PW Collections, Trophies, South Adelaide Footy Club, Chris Hutton, Home Loans,
And Darkfish.
In Darkfish, of course.
Which is, I believe, also potentially filming footy.
Yep.
Is what we are doing today. So if we are at home and you like the sound of the actual call that we're doing today, you can tune into YouTube on Filming Footy and you can actually watch the game and listen to the commentary through there as well. So, which is a great initiative this year for all the clubs, and it gives a bit of exposure to what we have here as an amazing league.
Yep. And we've got the bagpipes. We haven't had them breached. It looks like we've got a little bit of an ensemble going up. The players have both come onto the ground nice and early. And are lining up there. Look at the jerseys for the other football club with Anzac Gurney. Fantastic, aren't they? They will be getting auctioned off tonight. So if you've got a few extra pennies, you can get yourself a limited edition Anzac Day 2025. Lest we forget.
And I believe the money goes to the diggers. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Which is awesome.
And they usually make about $8,000 to $10,000, so it's worthwhile. And it's a great trophy to have.
And just quietly on that as well, like, is it just the teams today that do those Guernseys each year?
Well, I think some clubs do their own private ones.
Yeah.
But this is the only one sort of sanctioned by the league.
Yeah.
Not that it really has to be sanctioned, I shouldn't say, but
It's a great initiative.
yeah.
It's a great way for them to actually make some money and obviously give back to, as we've said, countless amount of times already over the weekend, the people that did so much for us.
Absolutely. So we're still getting organised here, so we might just talk about the other games that we've got here. We haven't got some scores. We've only got the Happy Valley Christie's Beach scores.
So they'll all pretty much already nearly all be done, won't they?
Last night, or yesterday afternoon, Wolfvale Verse played Reynella. 1 point victory to Aldinga against Milford Vale. Geez, they were up well and truly at half time. There's a shark. We thought 6 goals, I think it was at half time. We thought, well, how much?
Yeah, absolutely.
And they came back, Milford Vale, and hit the front on a couple of occasions and thought,
Well, it was a big test for Aldinga yesterday, wasn't it? At times that they looked the better side, comfortably the better side.
particularly the first half.
But then, unfortunately, Morphettvale came along and did what Morphettvale do and put the pressure on.
There we go, you can hear in the background. Pipes are away.
Aldinga actually passed the test yesterday, just.
Yep, and very, very happy. Actually, I saw Steve Pesner here as well, so that's good. And there goes the good people here, Craig Warman and Katrina Hillard, amongst many other dignitaries, Ron Payne there as well as Fred Carpenter and many, many more. Too many to call out. Happy Valley versus Christie's Beach. We know the score was a draw at half time. Happy Valley skipped away 1 quarter to go, and Ironbank Co. Haven't heard a score in that.
Haven't heard about that one, but I think you would think Cove would be winners there. But Ironbank were impressive against Port Noarlunga from what I hear a couple of weeks ago, which is great.
Yeah. Great Southern had a Anzac Day game. They have one each year, which is Strathalbyn and Langhorne Creek.
Yep.
And a bit of a mess there for Strathalbyn. They're not looking like they're going to have a very good season at all.
It was a big game for Kellick, I believe. It was his 250, I think it was.
Yeah, I think he kicked 10, I think, didn't he?
Kicked a few, I think.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember now exactly, but
They lost count at half time.
Mercy rule. Yeah, I think he had to go right. Fossey got 10. So
They're in trouble, Strath, aren't they?
they are in big
They
trouble.
are in big trouble.
They're in big trouble.
They're in more trouble than Flash Gordon, I would say.
Exactly. So this is a great look, isn't it? Look, just a bit quiet here. Ron Payne with the microphone. Might be a bit hard to pick this up here, but. Perhaps we can just keep talking here. We've got, I'm not going to upset anyone talking in this block here, I wouldn't think. As I said, Langhorne Creek belted Strathalbyn by some 10 goals or so, so easy win there. And of course the women's will play tomorrow, so nothing much to report there. Although we can list the games, that wouldn't hurt, will it? Ackham versus Port Noarlunga.
In the women's?
The women's we're talking about?
You think Port Noarlunga are
You'd think so.
in there, I think.
You would think so. On last week's performances or scores, Flagstaff Reynella. They'll be playing tomorrow in the women's. That'll be a good game.
Yes, very much so. I think you would think Blackwood will probably just get the win there, I would say.
You would think so. Playing Christie's Beach. Flaggies Reynella is the one we're talking about. That could be a toss of the coin, or
Well, I think you'd have to go Flagstaff Hill, wouldn't you, I think, on that one there. Reynella have lost a couple of superstars, like obviously Maddie Bennett, things like that, so...
And Blackwood Footy Club, in the women's, we don't really know much about them.
No.
Playing Christie's. And with them at Silence the Ode. First, we forget. Okay, we now nuts off the discs and the colour card. That's right, that's right. Destination, colour card, give them the card.
Fantastic. Okay, the B grade is trying to get off the ground, which is a bit difficult because we've got a bit of a bottleneck here at the gates, but we'll get through that.
And we're not far away from kick-off at the moment, are we?
No, both sides are warming up. They're getting ready for the toss of the coin. Have you had that? Looks like it's going up now. Here we go. Let's see who's lucky enough to win that. Reynella won the toss kick towards the northern end. Not sure about the breeze, but I know, General, you've been out there. What's much breeze or not?
There's a little bit, probably favouring the northern end of the ground. It's probably only a goal or two, not much in the goal.
Okay, a bit more than the Zephyr.
Just quickly,
Yep, far away.
At the conclusion of today's game, of course, the Southern Football League donate a medal to the best on ground.
Yep.
The Captain James Stanley Malpas medal. Captain James Stanley Malpas MC was a former president of the Southern Football League.
He was.
And he was born in 1873, one of 9 children, lived in the London area all his life. The family house was where Fox Creek Winery is currently situated. James went to World War I. He was wounded. He was very seriously wounded at the Battle of Fleet on the 5th of November 1916, where he had a shrapnel wound to his right arm and his left armpit.
Yep.
And he was declared unfit was recuperated back to England. But as he was awarded the Military Cross for his actions, conspicuous gallantry in action on that particular day. The citation read, Captain Malpas displayed great resourcefulness and dash in getting his company out of an almost impossible position in the trenches. So To honour him, our Anzac Day medal is named the Malpas medal, and of course we do have his great nephew, Jeffrey, is an ex-work colleague of mine, who is here on behalf of the family to present that medal at the conclusion of the game.
General, just a footnote there, we're getting towards it. Have a look at the scoreboard if you're here. You can see the names are coming up. It's number 16, which is Brodie Damon, and a picture of a soldier, I presume.
Soldier on there, yeah.
So there's a nice touch there.
Yeah, very much so.
Maybe the cameraman can flick through there and have a look there at on the scoreboard as they go through the Reynella side for today and their numbers. And just a nice look. Jack Stiles, number 18. There we go. Little touches like that should just come along each year. Magic just improve the whole product, doesn't it?
I wouldn't have expected anything less, though, to be honest, with a Billy Fred Gold scoreboard, would you?
No.
I definitely think that we absolutely would not think anything but the best for Billy.
Great crowd here, plenty of kids on the ground, and we're all ready for a big game here this afternoon. All right.
Very, very interesting indeed.
Absolutely. There's somebody looking here for Craig. Just come around
For the boss.
Right.
Well done, Katrine. So that was moving, wasn't it? The old bagpipes. Is that about the bagpipes?
Every time. They're amazing.
So just on, before we get started the game, I thought I'd bring up a couple of interesting
please do.
points. We've got Magic's microscope. So today the microscope well and truly is on Jackson Bennett. Heard some real serious things about him, and apparently
It's not his fault. He's just hearing all these good things. So
But the big one for me,
Davo,
Davo, the one for me that is the magnifying glass is well and truly on his Jake Agnew for Reynella. He is really important because he actually makes things a bit easier in that forward line for Bailey Marshman. So if Jake Agnew can pick a few today, kick a few goals, it really makes his job easy, gets up the ground, gets a few marks around that half-forward line. Now, the Magic's matchups, big ones. The big one we're watching is Reece Milson. 2 weeks in a row, best on ground for Flagstaff Hill. Has absolutely dominated.
This will be a bit tougher.
The one for me is the Wizard, Bradley Potter.
Potter, yeah, I would.
6 goals
Don't worry about
in
him.
the last 2 games. He is actually 10th highest in the comp at the moment.
Great
For a small forward to be in the top 10,
Well, he's in the middle of the ground too. He doesn't always face.
that's what I mean. Small forward, plays in the middle.
Yep.
That's a huge effort. Flagstaff Hill, on the other hand, though, have actual 7 players in the top 20 list of goal kickers so far. So they obviously kick a lot of goals as a team. It's evenly spread. Reynella probably look a little bit too much at the moment to Marshman. That's why I think.
Flagstaff have played Northern Vale when he were.
But in saying that, Davo, hang on a minute. This is what I'm going to get to the punchline.
All right, okay.
I've worked hard on this. Let me finish it. That's why Jake Agnew's important today, because he needs to take a bit off of Bailey Marshman. He's sitting 3rd in the goal kicking list, Marshman with 9. Flaggies have got a bit of an even spread. Reynella probably a little bit too much one-dimensional.
Yep, absolutely good.
Now I can go home now, I'm done.
Well, I think we've done. Yeah, we're certainly done to half time anyway. So no, that was very good. Everything's staying with him. Any reason for that?
Magic? It's all magic.
Oh, magic. Of course it is.
It's all up and about here at the moment, mate.
Oh, come on.
Don't worry about that.
Let's take him half the week to come up with that.
Oh gosh. Goodness me.
All right, we're getting ready here for the start of this Anzac Day 2025. Oh, it's magnificent!
Like a poster.
Oh, the scoreboard, the new lights are on, and the sun hasn't gone down. What's going on there?
Paid the bill, which is great.
Yep. Jeez,
They haven't spent all the money on the scoreboard, which is good.
no, he's left it.
Saved a bit for the lights.
He's got a bit left over, old Bill. Okay, so everyone ready. Reynella kicking towards the city end of the Reynella Oval. And flag is obviously the Victor Harbour end. 2 great sides. Last year's grand final. Here we go, Davo. Holds the ball up. Have a look at it. It's not. It's a yellow one. No red cherry here this afternoon. And up they go. Mitchell gets the ball down. They go. Get the first clearance. Comes the way of Flagstaff Hill. Good tackle. That's a throw. Throw, says the...
That's high.
The general, and a free kick to Reynella.
There's a bit of sugar and spice in this one.
Absolutely. So Scotland, I think, is the player there. Dylan Rosa, okay. Is okay, turns around now, he kicks the ball, finds a target. That's what you've got to do. Nice one there to the 18, which is not on our sheet. Agnew is it? Okay. comes to ground. They go forward inside 50 here. Reynella drops the ball. Should have taken that one. Wasn't as hard as you would have thought. Not for an A-grade footballer. Players trying to pick the ball up. Bit of a throw, I thought. Umpire says play on. Picked up there. Well, it could have been Kirk there. Goes to ground. Umpire comes on and we'll have a stoppage about 25, probably 30 odd metres out from the goal. And this is the Reynella goals. As I said, kicking towards the northern end. Ball comes, bounces around there, picked up there by Stanford, comes out wide. Now, player's got it. I reckon he just gave that to Grayson. So Grayson gets the kick, and it goes straight to the opposition, and a nice mark there by McDonald. Yep. So old McDonald kicks the ball forward again. I'll tell you what. He almost marked that. His player was in front of him. He's cleared him up. Ball comes back. Up goes the Pat. Big fist comes to ground. Picked up by the Ryan Flies. They go forward out wide. Good kick. Harry Potter. He's got it. Now that was the good. It was a great mark and all the rest of it, but the kick was perfect.
But mate, that's why he is basically that one of those matchups today. If he can get on the end of a couple here, it makes it so much easier for Reynella.
Is he going to kick this, Dubbo?
Oh, we don't call him the wizard for nothing.
You'll see him weave a bit of magic here.
He's got his wand in his pocket. Don't worry about that. If it's missing, he'll get it.
Here we go.
All right. Here we go. Here he comes. Looks good off the boot. Have a look at it come back. Oh, split the middle.
That was like a perfect kick.
Absolutely.
They're on the board. They are on the board. Reynella first to score on the Air Diffusion Agency scoreboard. They are one straight kick. Flagstaff Hill yet to score.
And that is the Bill Threadgold,
Yes, indeed.
It's going to take a bit to get used to that, isn't it?
There, Dubbo.
Yeah, it is down there, but it's just not on.
We haven't started yet. This is
So that's
the clock's not going.
They haven't got a timekeeper today.
Yes, it's 2:35.
Okay.
So
Right. Interesting.
We'll have to get a discount on it. We'll have to take it back. The scoreboard's not working. The time part at least anyway. Okay, ball back in the middle of the ground. It's one straight kick to the Ryan Flies. Up they go. Tap there.
Push the button.
Something like that. Comes to ground 18. I'm not sure who that is. 17, mate.
There we go.
Yep. Okay, picked up here nicely by Rossi. Goes forward. It gets the ball. Handball comes back up. Patterson's got it. He's going to get caught. That's going to be dropping the ball. Surely, or holding the ball. Whatever you want to say. I reckon that's Rosa again, isn't it? Yep. So he goes out wide, out towards the members, and have a look at the full house there. McGuinness takes a mark uncontested right in front of the members, and it's chock-a-block.
It is absolutely jam-packed.
Okay, so McGuinness will go along the wing up here, clubhouse side. Big fist there by Kavoris, comes to ground, picked up by Davies. This is Tyler, goes up and should be a good mark. Well done. No, it was Kirk, just enough to make him drop it. Picked up here by Stanford, who goes forward to full forward. Come through there. Beating. Is that Benham? I reckon it was. And he goes through like a Bondi tram and didn't muck around. Dropped there by McDonald. He handles it back to Gregory. Gregory goes across the ground. As long as they don't miss their targets, they'll be okay. Yeah, Liam Reed, great player. McDonald, who's had his come up for his third touch already, so he's had a good start today. That was a beautiful pass there to Thompson, although it's gone through his fingers, old butterfingers. Comes up forward towards the centre half forward position. Jackie lets the ball bounce. Jackie Ball's got it. He's got help. Although he may get into trouble, McGuinness, but he gets his kick and he held his nerve.
Ball again here if he's quick.
Okay, Rosa goes across the ground.
Oh, well done.
And that finds its target there, nicely done. Laurie's got it.
Very precise,
Alex,
aren't they, Dubbo?
Yep, hit your targets, you know.
Yeah.
If you're at
The
work.
difference it can make.
Absolutely. Okay, good they go, and that was a great mark there. And gets it over to Patterson. Goes forward. Nice mark there to, is it Carney? I reckon on Mason Carney, isn't it? Yep. Got that build. So he goes across the, there's a couple of them here. Goes out towards short.
More Carnies on the Royal Show, Davo.
Now that's Carnivals. All right, so it goes over the boundary line right in front of the interchange bench here at Reynella. Wing side, clubhouse side, and it is one straight goal to the Wine Flies. 5 minutes in.
Absolutely perfect conditions.
Okay, Davies has got it. Sort of through that, tried to tackle it. Another smoke was there by Rosa. He's had a fair bit of the ball early. Over to Guinness. Gets it to, I reckon that might have been Reed. Kicks it out wide. Player out there. Almost picked it up. Agnew, that was your man on the microscope. That's
right.
And he got a bit of a touch, but he also got bowled over. And it's a stoppage here. About 60 out, or 50 out at least from gold, Reynella goal on the other side. They lead by 6 points on the Air Diffusion Billy 3-goal scoreboard. I'm not going to be saying that.
It's looking fabulous, isn't it?
Absolutely. Handball there by Patterson on his knees. Kicks the ball around the corner. Big pat goes up, comes to the ground. Picked up here by Grayson. Umpire says play on. Picked up here by Reed. He's getting a bit of the ball now. Goes in, well, a little bit of a push there, and I think the umpire's picked it.
It's gone the other way though, hasn't he?
No, Kavoris.
So it's a Flagstaff Hill. Kavoris is it. Bit hard to see right over there in that pocket, but certainly going to kick.
Here we go.
Going to kick it out of danger unless he goes across the goals. No, he's not. He plays safe. Holds the upside down helicopter. Went straight through and bowled the whole lot of them. Now picked up here by Whittaker. Gets a handball to a teammate. Now it comes all the way back. And the pack forms. Up they go. Can't mark it. Comes to ground. Plenty of players. Oh, there's Potter around again. Don't tell me. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Possibly.
Absolutely
Great goal.
brilliant. That is 2 straight goals. Reynella 12 on the Air Diffusion Agency. Bill Threadgold. Flagstaff Hill. Davo still yet to score.
You cannot give him any latitude at all.
That's why he
He
is
just
one of
makes it
Magic's
work.
matchups today.
And he makes it
If they don't match up on him, he's going to damage you.
He's spot on so far, but I tell you what, if
He does not need
people
to
say why do you call him, the wizard, there's the answer.
Just quickly, boys, don't forget our sponsors today for the broadcast today for the 5th quarter. SA Landscaping Supplies, ADA, So Cloudy, JF,
Bricklaying.
Yeah, Fazarati, he's happy. Ball comes to ground. 2 goals scored, both to the line flies. Picked up here by Davies. He's getting bits of kicks there, getting a nice mark there. I reckon that is Hayward Ferris, who's marked the ball on the half-back flank for Flagstaff. Barely had it forward, General, have they?
No, they haven't.
Yep, so up they go. Tried to mark the ball was Milson. And push, I think his umpire's picked. It's going
against him too there.
and that's for Whittaker. So Whittaker's got the ball right in front of the
Have they been into their 50 yet?
well, not really, no.
Been in there once.
No, not. So it's the 50 up. They go.
that's
Nice
good.
mark. Was that Kirk or Ferris? Who's got that?
Kirk.
No, it's Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk is Kirk. I thought so. So again, he's got it on between a half-back flank and a half-back pocket position for Flagstaff Hill, and they're in all sorts of trouble. Although we've only been playing a few minutes, so
8 minutes.
but still the 2 goals down, and Benham's got it. He goes to a teammate now. He straightens up and goes bang up towards the wing position.
Wowza.
Pack goes up. One-handed was the player there in Mitchell. Good tackle. And he settles him up.
The thing is there though, boys, he did not let that ball squirt out.
No.
He held the ball,
Absolutely not.
which is important.
And Jackie Ball, yeah, absolutely. Up they go. Again, the pack goes up. Picked up here nicely by
well done.
Packworth. He goes around the corner. Nice and high. It's going to break someone's fingers for sure. Pack goes up. Can't mark it. Nicely picked up by Mitchie Johnson. He goes forward to centre half forward. Here's Arthur Sharp. They might go inside 50. No, they won't. They're stingy, these wine blokes. They won't give you the...
That's a shocking kick.
Turnover. Shearer's got it marked it right in the centre. That's a gimme.
From the Guinness.
Absolutely. It's not even his birthday. Goes out wide. Up they go. Nice
Aldridge.
mark there to Aldridge. He marks it right on the 50. Now, and
Fire so far.
he's going to have to kick from 55, boys.
And I'll tell you, he's in range.
From there.
Wow.
Surely not.
Well, if the general speaks, he's on the mark.
I was wrong yesterday, General.
Listen.
Okay, so Aldridge,
Here we go.
he is a beautiful shot for goal, but he's going to have to kick it from 55.
Wow, this is
So
a big
let's
kick.
have a look at this. He goes long, he goes strong. I
Not long
don't think
enough.
so. Off hands and 1 point. They're on the board there.
They are on the board. Flagstaff Hill are the one behind Reynella. 2 straight kicks. 12 on the Air Diffusion Agency. Bill Threadgold scoreboard.
I'm not sure. I'm not
We should
surprised.
we should send a rocket off every time you.
He was in the car park at Young Sing.
That's still going, Yums. Good restaurant too.
Jackie
Ball. Jackie Ball
Here
gets
we
it,
go.
belts it. Nice big long kick up to Ronald McDonald. He goes over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in.
How good do the Reynella Guernseys look, boys?
Oh, super. Absolutely super. And they should get and if you want one of those Guernseys, I know we've said it before, we'll say it again. Auctioned about presentations tonight. So,
Yep, we're 10 minutes in, Dado.
okay, lovely, good 10 minutes. I like round figures. They're nicely picked up by Milson. Gets a bit of a handball to no one in particular. He picked it up, stole the hand and dropped it. Okay, to go
Jackie
forward to Jackie Ball. See,
Well done.
Ball and Liam Reid have just been dynamite across the half-back line. So he goes long and strong. Love the kick. Big fist there by the player there, which is Jeffries. Goes towards the old scoreboard, if you know what I mean. In the back. And the back, the umpire's pulled one, has he? Yep. All right, so free kick there to the Reynella player there. And who's that? Can't quite see the number on there. That's... Who's that one? You got the close-up, you still can't see who it is. Doesn't matter. We go out wide. Kirk goes out to Kirk. We know this one. He goes forward and kicks it out every last touch. So free kick here to Tyler Davies. He picks it up from the car park. Now he goes long. He doesn't muck around. Marksman, is it? No, can't mark it. Here's Potter. He's got it. Good handball. Nicely to Patworth, who goes for goal. I tell you what, that shies it out, and that's got two cars. Back into the car park.
So whoever owns the blue car, you have a broken window.
Oh, no, hang on, he just said that. They got a broken windscreen. All right, Buffalo Gags, okay, picked up here now. Flagstaff, they go the boundary line up towards Carney, that's Aiden. And he's marked the ball. By the looks of the players running back, he has. Looks, player there is, tries to... make a move 10, I haven't got him on the board. To Monkey Ross. Good mark. Beautiful mark, in fact, by Mitchell. So Dusty Mitchell's got it. Gets it over to the 10. Who's that? Haven't got his name on the program. Goes out wide. A little bit of a push. Keeps it inside. Here's the photo. Oh! Good hip and shot. He's put him in the middle of the next. Oh, that's Whittaker. What was wrong with that? Let's have a look at that again. I reckon that was a beautiful hip and shoulder. Don't you?
Jeez, I tell you, what I thought.
Yeah, who is that? Look at this. What's she done here?
I don't think there's much
He's
wrong with
got
that.
it. And what happens? Well, he didn't raise his hands.
Jeez, he's rattled the bones, though.
Now, can he kick this, Davo?
Well, distance-wise won't be a problem, and it is a beautiful kick. He's a lot closer.
Interesting angle.
Yeah, well, that's not the best angle you would
But
think.
if that was in the AFL, he probably wouldn't play ever again.
Well, that's, no, you've got to say so much. So, anyway, there you go. Get rid of the bump. I think that's the obvious thing that's coming there. He swings around. He goes for goal. I think he's hit the post. Oh, it's a poster. Oh. Look at the kids behind there. Oh, boundary line there. They're jumping
That's the
for
second
joy.
behind there for Flagstaff Hill. They are 2 behinds, trailing Reynella, 2 straight kicks, 12 on the Air Diffusion Agency scoreboard.
You almost say the footy gods looked after Reynella there, didn't you?
We did now. Patworth in front, gets a mark, and that's good work. Can we find out who number 10 is for Flagstaff? Ron Troy. Oh, sorry. Beg your pardon. All right, so Patworth's got it, and he's going to go down the middle, kicks it long. He's going to go up. Kirk in front, can't mark it, comes to ground, picked up there and thrown at the same time. Umpire says play on. They dive on the ball, and we're going to have another stoppage or ball up right in front of the Tribe FM sports van. We're pleased that you're listening to us. Number 10 is Bennett. Oh, that's Bennett. Okay, all right, fair enough. Okay, picked up here by... the player there is Nickel, goes up forward. I think is that last touch or is it Tugas? No, off hands, fair enough. So we'll creep a bit further to the other goal. Still 2 kicks away from it.
They're very composed, Reynella.
Yes, they
very,
are.
very composed.
Well, Flaggies have had 2 games this year and they've had 2 easy ones, so they might just be trying to warm up at the moment. Now,
Get the rhythm.
goes to Bennett, was underneath there, picked up again by Copley. He goes forward to no Reynella player.
Jeez, Kirk he can't run.
He's running like a draft horse at the moment, Kirk, and he's seen it over the boundary line.
Set him to that farming and have you, Davo.
No,
Round 3 and really giving it to him.
right around 13. All right, ball comes into play. It's inside forward 50 here for the wine. Flies. No one really wants the ball. Comes to ground. They almost picked it up. Tyler Davies around the corner. And is missed here. 1 point.
That's a behind. That is 2-1-13 Reynella over the top of Flagstaff Hill. Just the 2 behinds on the Air Diffusion Agency Billy's Red Gold scoreboard.
15 minutes in. All right, nice long kick in. Goals have just dried up at the moment. Nilsson gets a punch there, and I think it's gone over the boundary line. So we'll have a throw in a half-forward flank here for Reynella on the clubhouse side. Members side of the oval, and it is a huge, big crowd on our Anzac weekend in this twilight game. You're bringing it to you on Tribe FM and Dartfish.
Very special day.
Okay, nice grab there by Papworth. But unfortunately, too many players around, and we're going to have a ball up. All right. Just waiting now. He's telling everyone where to go. Don't know whether that's his job. It doesn't matter. Now he's going to ball up. He's got the whistle. If you've got the whistle, you can do whatever you want.
Tell him where to go, Davo.
All right, fair enough.
Magic.
Okay, he's got it. Picked up a handball over to McGuinness. He handballed it basically back into the pack. Not sure whether that was a smart move. And we've got another ball up, 'cause that's what it's called. Okay, up they go. Nice big punch there from the 17, which is Stanford. He goes out wide. Now, the flag, it was a funny old kick. He just slammed it on the boot. It's one of those worm burners. Picked up here by Liam Reid. He goes around the corner. He didn't really look either. One-handed by Kirk and gets himself a free kick. Being held by one hand. He tried to mark it with the other hand. Almost did. Got the free kick anyway. So he goes out wide. You've got to hit targets.
I'll tell you what, though, the amount of football that Renella's had, though, Flaggies will be happy because the damage is not on the scoreboard at all.
Well, it was. That's right. First 5 minutes was good, but they've just him messy now. So looks like Bradley's just marked it, chipped it 15 metres. Patterson. So Patterson's got it. And he's going to slow things down. Not sure what it needs to be done. Would have kept moving, but anyway. Ball goes a long wide up towards the wing position. Picked up here by the Falcons. They get a handball over to Kenzie Short. Well, that's holding it long. And umpire says holding the ball. And that's a good free kick there to the Wineflies. Is that Reid? Mason Carney. So Mason Carney has got the kick backward of the wing position on the outer side. Now kicks it long. He's got plenty of distance for that. Up they go. Goes to ground. Kirk, he's been pretty strong back there. And the umpire's going to come in and will ball it up. Outer side. Between the wing and half forward. Still good 2 kicks out from goal. That's the Reynella goal. They're leading 2-1-13 to 2 points. Flagstaff Hill. Now that's got to be dropping the ball. He didn't even attempt. Well, he attempted but missed the ball. Why is they not dropping the ball? Am I seeing things? Picked up here by the player there, gets ducked. They pile on top. We've got a ball up.
Well, you haven't got your glasses on.
No, I haven't got my glasses on, but he had a swing of it and he missed the ball. So if you miss the ball, it's got to be dropping the ball.
Wasn't our day, Davo.
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about.
Always, Davo.
Okay, ball up. Flank position. And what are we minute-wise?
18 minutes.
18 minutes. Still got 4 minutes before we get into the time. Only 2 goals scored.
You're right though, Magic. You would have thought 18 minutes in, given the amount of the ball
The Renella's had, yeah, absolutely. I thought they'd be much more further in front.
Absolutely.
The wind is freshening too.
Yeah, it's going across the ground, but I think he's favouring the northern end. What do you reckon, Magic?
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
We haven't got the weatherman is not here today, but he did send in a report. I'll read that out perhaps a bit later. Okay, ball goes out towards the full forward. Pack goes up, comes to ground. Missing Borman down there, are they? Or a Semple perhaps?
Seems to be very congested over on that side of the ground there, Davo. Very congested over there.
It is, yep.
That pocket.
Yep, absolutely. And another stoppage. Forward pocket area here for Reynella. They'd love to score a goal here. Flaggies get the ball, they get the kick away to no one in particular. 1-2 comes back, picked up here by the player. There was Nicholas. Now they go forward. They're going to get inside. They go and a mark or nothing. That's come to Paul. 1-2. And the umpire's pulled out. So another free kick. We're not sure what that was for. We'll have to have a look at that in the replay, but didn't seem to be a lot of it.
13-2, Renella's way on the Air Diffusion Agency scoreboard.
All right. Well, what's that for? He just ducked his head.
No, hang on. Pulled him off the ball.
Davo, Magic, the umpire
He's always right.
Until he's wrong.
He's always right.
He's 20 minutes in.
Who's got that, General?
Can't.
I reckon.
Hard, and he comes from the boundary line. Nice big long strong kick, looks good. Look, I tell you what, around him, and not quite sure who the player is there. It could be something McGuinness, is it?
We'll get a look in a minute.
Very well done. That is 3 goals, 1-19. Reynella leading Flagstaff Hill. Just the 2 behinds. Yet to kick a goal on the Air Diffusion Agency scoreboard.
Well, you're right, Magic. They've had most of the play, Reynella. could easily be at least another 1 or 2 goals up.
Oh, absolutely.
Flaggies have only had
That was Lucas Gordon with the goal.
Absolutely.
Lucas Gordon. Okay.
Down the bottom.
Very nice.
That was a good kick too for goal, I might add too. Didn't really get that in a lot of talk there, but it was terrific. Okay, plenty of supporters out there. Let's do try with them. And filming free, ball goes to ground, flicked over there by the player that will begin this. Now they get the clearance, or picked up here nicely by the 10, which is Bennett. Now he's got that kick, holding the man a mark, and then goes to ground, and in fact out of bounds. That was a great smother. Ball again. They're the little points that make the difference. The 1%ers.
We're joined by Mr. Ron Payne, who's been absolutely instrumental in bringing Digger Day to the Southern Football League. Good afternoon, Ron. Thoughts on the game so far?
G'day everybody. Katrina, it's been a wonderful game so far. The score really doesn't reflect how good the game's been, and I think we're in for a cracker of an evening.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for all your work towards today, Ron. As always, it is magnificent. Thank you.
At quarter time we could probably have a little
I think so. Have you got a couple of minutes to stay with us? Yep, beautiful.
Quarter time won't be too far away, in 2 or 3 minutes, so okay. All right, we'll go forward. Here's a chance up the forward. Is going to bounce through for nothing. No, he's going to let it go. He could have picked it up there. McDonald just let it go and be last touch. So
He did a good quarter, McDonald.
yes, done some good things. Well, the whole back line there.
Well, you look at him, you've got a little Lee and Jack.
For Flagstaff Hill, if it's not through Aldridge, it's through nobody.
That's right. There's a good mark to Nilsson. Marks it on the chest. He jumps in front.
Can they make something of this?
Well, he'll be kicking from 60, so this might be a goal, but he might be able to set it up.
The general gives him a chance from there.
He does. Now he goes wide.
That's Mills.
Player it is.
22 and a half minutes in.
Tips the ball forward. Now there's a nice kick. Where's the player there? No. Oh, pick up by Mason. It's a replay on that. That's going to be too high. Free kick. What happened there?
Signing up for the Socceroos, you could be not even.
What are you trying to do? Just dribble it through.
He tried to dribble it through.
The player was there.
Yeah.
He just
Liam Reed.
rejected it.
Oh, what a
Wowza.
mistake. I tell you what, that was kid stuff. Okay, can happen to anybody. Okay, up they go. Beat them in front. Big punch by Marshman. Goes forward. Now it's inside 50 again here. That could have been in the back. No, what do you call it? Chopping the legs.
Yes.
Free kick.
So,
Okay, this is a chance.
This is really important.
This is a really important moment. This is a big chance.
I don't remember the last time I've seen Flagstaff Hill goalless for a quarter.
no, that's right. Now, we're not sure. Normally it's Kersey, but he played the B. So
I'm not sure of
we've
the...
got to find out. They're giving us a wrong
Here we go.
team sheets. They go bang. That's not going to be a goal. That's gone right.
Cameron Blake.
And that's
Cameron
Cameron Blake.
Blake has kicked a behind. That's a third behind there for Flagstaff here. They are trailing Reynella, who are 3 goals, 19 on the Air Diffusion Agency scoreboard.
They take those chances, don't they, boys?
24 minutes in.
Okay. Now the ball comes back into play, comes long, a big pack goes up, no one over to mark it, comes to ground. What's going to happen here? Milton gets it over to a teammate there, and Jeffrey.
That's a great
And
tackle.
Jeffrey gets tackled. No, play on, he says. Picked up there, shut that one. That's bad luck there. Thompson was a player.
24 minutes in.
Did everything right, but kicked it out. And last touch rule comes into play. So Flaggies have got it on the half-back flank. Now what are they going to do? They're going to kick the ball forward, almost chopped off by Bradley Potter, and they may get it. Papworth's got it, tries to get a handball, and umpire says a throw.
Papworth is playing very well, I think,
Yeah,
Dubbo.
I think he is too, but so Grayson's got it. Geez, he'd still have nightmares about that kick for goal. Anyway, it goes across the ground. It's safe. Must be getting close to quarter time.
Yep,
There's only
they need
been
to get a
3
big
goals. So what's the time now?
24 minutes,
So
45.
we've had 2 minutes of time on. Must be about a minute and a half to go. Big pack goes up, 1-2. No, the ball goes into the car there. And we're going to have a throw in on the other side. Wing position here. Just slightly favoring wing.
A little bit off the pace. Flagstaff, isn't
It's a little bit flat, aren't they?
Yep. I was thinking exactly the same. Ball comes back into play. The player there was Mitchell. Gets a little bit of a backhander. Was a Harry Potter up there. He just sort of tries to make out. Holden first. Goes around. Oh, he got that. what's happening?
Yeah, there's a sign.
Well, it's not going to matter, but I tell you.
So going into quarter time, scores are 3 goals, 119 Reynella. Flagstaff Hill, just the 3 behinds of the Air Diffusion Agency. Billy Threadgold, scoreboard!
Absolutely fine. All right, well, we goal kickers.
Yep,
the
I've
goal
got a
kickers.
short report. Short report here. Just the 3 goals to Reynella, 2 to Bradley Potter. Magnificent play early in the game, and Lucas Gordon with 1 late in the quarter there.
Right.
Welcome, Ron Payne.
Yep. Ron, take a seat there and tell us a little bit about today and what we're going to do, particularly the auction, the Guernseys.
G'day team. Look, today's Digger Day is, as you all know, is a fundraiser for veteran welfare, and the Guernsey that Reynella are wearing, the Wineflies are wearing, is spectacular. That's straight from Katrine's mouth, so it's got to be gospel.
Yep.
Has been designed, and it is a unique Guernsey. So we're having an auction after the game, and all funds raised from that auction will be going to fund veteran welfare in the south.
Yeah. And Ron, would it be fair to say that since the inception of Digger Day, it's just getting bigger and better each year?
Oh, indeed. The original concept was developed in New South Wales. We've brought it on over to South Australia over the past 7 years, and it's just grown in leaps and bounds, and we're really thankful to the community, the football community here in the south, for looking after us.
How does today make you feel, Ron?
Oh, immensely proud. It's been a lot of hard work, and the support from the Southern Football League and also from the RSL and the local community has been nothing short of amazing.
And long may it continue. And thanks to, of course, CLC Helicopters.
Oh yes. The Southern Football League jumped straight in, boots and all, when we first mooted this concept, and they've been with us 100% ever since.
One more shout out for today, the City of Onkaparinga Pipe Band. They've been here with us for Digger Day every single year, and I must say, as soon as they start playing, it's spine tingling, and heading out there onto the ground with just so special.
Indeed, Keith and Darren, the 2 mainstays of the band, can't get out often enough to help us out there. And you only have to ask, and unless they actually double book them, they'll always be there. So they're the City of Onkaparinga Pipes and Drums, proudly supported by the City of Onkaparinga.
Terrific. Just quickly, we've also got young chair of the Youth Vigil, Callum. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Just quickly tell us about the Youth Vigil.
Yeah, so every year the Anzac Youth Vigil in the South is an opportunity for young people to pay their respects and commemorate the spirit of the Anzacs. And this year we were really lucky to have over 500 people in attendance supporting our young people in the local area to pay their respects. So it's a wonderful tradition every single year.
And how do people get involved?
The best way to get involved is by reaching out to us on social media, so Anzac Youth Vigil in the South on Facebook and Instagram. Send us a message, and we're always looking for more young people to get involved and to be involved on the committee helping to run the event as
Not
well.
just individually, but groups?
Yeah, community groups, schools, service organisations, which is great. This year we had the Ahmadiyya Muslim Association involved for their first time ever, and it was beautiful, having so much diversity.
And just on that, how good was the display that they produced?
Yeah, it was great. It was
fantastic.
a beautiful way to pay their respects and to honour the Anzac spirit as well.
Terrific. All right, we're going to have to get back to calling the game. Thank you.
Before we do that, can I say thank you to Callum? It was a spectacular youth vigil. It was absolutely brilliant. There were so many young people there. It gave me a lot of hope for the future. Thank you to you and the committee members. It was excellent.
Terrific.
Thank you, Ron, for your leadership of Digger Day.
Absolutely, Ron. And handshake. Thank you very much for what you do. Okay, it's quarter time here in our match of the day, grand final replay 2025 on Digger Day here in the southern parts of Adelaide, and it's 3 goals, 119 for the Reynella Wineflies to 3 points. Have you ever seen Flaggies without a goal?
Well, I don't
Been a long time, hasn't it?
So I can't remember the last time I've seen that. So they got a bit of work to do, Flagstaff. The way that Reynella are moving the ball was really, really impressive, and it's just causing pressure. The Flagstaff Hill turning the football over, which is something you just never really ever tend to see.
No, that's right. Yep, absolutely. All right, the umpire's having a bit of a look around, and we'll just got to get a little bit of a shot here.
And we are just about to bounce the ball.
And the ball's magic. You're out of that one. Okay, up they go. Nice tap there, at least tried to be by Stanford. Now they go forward. Picked up here by Grayson. He gets a bit of a handball. And I tell you what, the pressure over Reynella is very, very good. Extremely good, but they get the ball forward. Nielsen goes, chips the ball forward. Hoping for a bit of luck, I would think. Goes over. Eldridge tries to flick the ball back. That looked clever until the Reynella player picked it up and gets it over to... Well, we're looking for Bennett. He's missed it. Now they come out. They balls bounce well.
Well done.
Able to swivel around, sell a bit of candy. Goes up towards the centre back position. So there is 19, which is Agnew. And he's one of your micro players today. He gets caught, and we've got a stoppage here. Centre half forward, almost the middle of the ground here at Reynella. Up they go. Tap there. Stanford, and
That's way too high. That was actually
free kick to
way too
Copley.
high.
Yep, well, he got the free kick.
Yeah, rightly so.
Absolutely.
Terrible.
Yep, could have ended up to next
Terrible.
Wednesday, couldn't he? Copley now plays on. I like the idea he's run. Kicked it long and up there, and too easy in the end there, DJ. Look, Bennett. How often did you do that?
Oh,
my God.
25.
What's he got, 25?
He ran over the mark.
Oh,
Come on.
God,
Magic.
turn it up.
Magic.
All right. Hayward Ferris gets the handball. So Johnson's got it now, gets the handball, goes forward again. Just some of their kicks, they're not hitting their targets.
No,
Pick up their
not
ball,
very
short. Now we could be changing our tune. Goes out wide, cross the ground, player there, pick it up. He's Aldridge. Aldridge ships the ball forward. Look at that. That's the Flagstaff Hill, I know.
Flagstaff Hill, we know.
Absolutely, and chip the ball forward, and he gets his target 20 out directly in front, and that is Rosie.
Rossi, is it Rossi?
Oh, Ben
Rossi.
So Rossi has got the ball directly in front. Oh, Ben, and well, as an A-grade player, he should kick it straight through the middle. I did a little. So he needs that. He needs it. This must be the goal scoring in.
Well, bring around Rosie. Here he goes.
All right, in he comes. Little wobble goes forward. It looks pretty good. That's through. First
Right through the middle. And the Flagstaff Hill on the board. They are 1 goal, 3-9, trailing Reynella 3 goals, 1-19. It's a 10-point margin on the Air Diffusion Agency. Billy Threadgold scoreboard.
Yeah. And I tell you what, look at I think they've got a bit of a rocket there from Coach Thoroldson.
The handball was Aldridge there in the pocket there.
Oh, he's class. I mean, he's a bit like the Harry Potter for Reynella. He just doesn't pick it and blaze.
Oh, mate. Class,
he will work a way out of it and kick it to advantage. I like that sort of. He's worth 2 touches every time. Okay,
There we go.
Aldridge is the difference there, and really should get the assist. He will get the assist for that goal. Ball comes to ground. Here goes Rosman, goes to centre half forward, in front, a 1-2, almost marked that one. He's got caught. This is Little Reed, and he's got 2 players hanging off him, and
One Michael Shearer.
Very good contest.
one's number 9,
there.
so I'm not sure who number 9 is, but we'll find that out. I've got a few players mixed up here. 1-2, Shearer with the ball. Shearer goes, oh, he's clever. Goes to the front of the pack, the hot spot. Picked up here by...
Oh, he's missed.
Grayson. So,
Just off to the left.
General was straight to the hot spot, and there's nothing like going to the hot spot.
1 goal
Wanna
for
kick
10
a goal.
Flagstaff Hill, trailing Reynella 3 goals, 1-19.
On the Air Diffusion
On
scoreboard.
the Air Diffusion Agency, Rhonda and Billy Threadgold.
Now Rhonda's got in there. God's straight.
It's going to get longer.
Absolutely. Ball comes to ground at the back of the pack. No one able to mark the ball. Plenty of hands around it. It's been rushed over the boundary line, and we've got a ball in on the wing position, just slightly forward.
Lights are on,
and
and they're looking fabulous.
Oh, they are.
Normally the lights on no one's aim for you, Dabo.
Hang on, how did I get in this? That was a bit unfair. Might be 100% right, but who cares? Okay, ball comes back. Oh, picked up there nicely, or stolen, if you like, there by Cameron Blake. And he goes towards the pocket. And I think that's gone out of bounds, so that would be
4.5 minutes in.
The number 9 for Flagstaff who you're looking for is Caleb McCormack.
Daka. Daniel Whittaker's been impressive so far.
He has.
Yep. This first half. He's repelled a lot of their entries and forward.
Now, just as Reynella had it down that in the last quarter, it looks like Flagstaff feels so far, 5 minutes in.
They're getting a lot of the play. Ball goes to that hot spot again. Nobody able to mark it. 1-2. Now, that could have been in the back. The umpire says play on. I tell you what, he just saddled him up there. So
he's picked it in the fifth at more.
Typical Carew.
Yep, absolutely. So ball will go up. Now, Benjamin come forward. Bennett's there. He just pushes his player off. He's got caught. Now, he couldn't pick it up. He had a bit slippery fingers. Yep. We've got a ball up here between our pocket and the half-forward flank here on the clubhouse side. Flagstaff Hill, they trail by 9 points at the minute. Ball comes towards the middle of the ground. Push it forward, round the corner.
Very, if that had been a mark, that would have been
McDonald again.
Yeah. So McCormack hit out the goal mark.
It was a good idea.
A couple of matters involved there.
No, that's Thompson. Oh, no, it is.
That's McDonald.
Okay, it's old McDonald. Okay, nice one. Ball, geez, almost a mark there to Milson. I reckon it was his teammate that sort of knocked the ball out of his hand, and we've got to have a throw in again on the half-forward flank. It's all Flagstaff Hill. The score, 5 minutes in.
This is almost like the teams have swapped jerseys.
Yep.
Okay. Just need to, and the only goal has come from a decent bit of play.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Rather than just beating the ball in and hoping things will work out. Well, we've got another stoppage here, half-forward flank area. Still no change, and on the scoreboard, looks like the time's going 6 minutes. They're going.
Yep, there we go. 3 goals, 119. Reynella leading Flagstaff Hill, 1 goal for 10.
And we're just over 6 minutes at the moment.
Okay, what a final score as well for the Happy Valley Christies.
Lovely. Yep.
Happy Valley beat Christies 95 to 72.
Okay, sounds like it was a good contest.
Yeah, absolutely does. All right, nice roundhouse right there by Mitchell.
How's my team going, Magic, in the...
picked up here by Rosman. He gets a little bit of a kick that goes about 6 metres, so they'll be play on. Picked up there, is that Bennett? No, yes, no, he's weaving around. Might get caught holding the ball. Picked up here by the 12. Goes around the corner. That was...
that's gone about 300 metres late. Yeah.
I know. Just about saw and that could be too high. What's that by says? It is.
So score check Adelaide Oval late into the third quarter. It's Port Adelaide 59 to North Melbourne 47.
Okay, so McGuinness has got it. So McGuinness has got the free kick, centre half back position. Worked hard for that. Oh, player up there, a luck there. Tell you what, he's got away with it. That was clever work by the wine fire there. And he passes the ball forward, gets it over to
Jack
there.
He just goes to protein powder.
See that? Yeah, a dip, but we've got to kill the game here. Looks like Mackenzie's short's got it. He goes, off the ball, play on. What's happened there? Yeah, no, it's on the ball. It was on the ball, definitely. I thought he was going to play on. Thompson goes forward. Here's the inside 50. 1-2. That's a free kick. Himself a free kick. He's off the top. Harry Potter to goal. And he goes. Point.
Oh dear.
Oh, you couldn't have a better person kicking that one.
Must have blown a goal down there.
It is 3 goals.
I don't know, the flags look pretty limp.
3 goals to 20. Reynella leading Flagstaff Hill, 1 goal for 10.
Okay, ball comes back into play, picked up here. I reckon it would have been, the player there was 16, which is not on Jeffries, beg your pardon. So we've got a ball up here right in front of the players race here. 3-2, 20 to 1-4, 10-point margin to the Wineflies. Picked up by Patworth, throws it on the boot. Gets some edge, but didn't look. Oh, he's stolen that! That's Harry Potter special! He's stolen it and he's going to bounce it with a point.
Goodness me.
Oh, boy, oh boy.
3 goals, 21.
That's what he does.
Flagstaff Hill, 1 goal for 10. We are 9 minutes in.
That's what he does, team. He does. He steals it straight out of your pocket when you're not looking. Okay.
That's unlike Reynella.
Then comes back. Big kick up here, goes towards the ball. Layer there by himself, marks it easy. He's having a field day. And old McDonald. And so's Rosa. Rosa's doing well, yes. They seem to be kicking to each other quite often too. That's the thing with Mate. So Rosa goes long. Now they've got it inside 50 a couple of times. As you see, now Potter there. Good spot. I reckon they are too. Mark's up.
Very good spoil there.
But if it works, why not? And goes forward, you're right there, Polly. That's how Dubbo used to hit his kick.
Bit of quid quo program. One hand washes the other.
Well, why not? Got to use your brains. They're picked up here nicely by Agnew. From the ruck, he gets a handball before he gets tackled. Still in the air, pushed forward was Mitchell Thompson. Picked up here by Mitchell. Caught that. That's very good cricket stuff, that one. So he goes around up towards the scoreboard, up they go, comes to ground, picked up here, I reckon, by Kavros, and what's that bloke going to say?
Someone's texting now said that their thought of you has slightly lowered now they realise you're a Port fan.
Oh, come on now.
So the Mayor of Hackney West is not happy.
Oh, Juicy, come on.
Oh, that's a bit big.
Go the power.
I know.
Go the
Back in the
power.
play now. Nice fist forward there.
How is the Mayor of Hackney West?
She's alright, she's here.
She's excellent.
So right in front of the scoreboard, but this is the new scoreboard. That is opposite the bowling green here, and only about
11-point margin.
35 metres around.
Ella's way.
Milo's pushed the button for the scoreboard to have the clock on there now.
Yep. Oh, well, that's right. Now picked up here by Papworth. Tries to do a bit of zip-zap. He gets caught. Doesn't go anywhere. Picked up here. Whoa, the roller player, Whoa.
He's given it 2 pipes and just
I reckon we can mark this one down, Dubbo.
Yeah. Wow,
flexed the muscles there, didn't he?
Strong.
for heaven's sake, tell you like them. They've put him around at an angle, but he's that good. He's going to kick this. Surely. I think he's missed it. He's missed everything. Shake that. He's got a point.
Well, unexpected.
Gee whiz.
3, 4, 22, Reynella, 1, 4, 10, Flagstaff Hill.
He could not have kicked that any worse if he tried.
Well, was that Scheisenhausen or what?
That's not Scheisenhausen, that's worse.
Oh, worse than that.
Move along.
All right.
There.
Move along.
He would have been better going.
Move along.
All right. Labour kicked the ball in. It's starting to get dark now as the sun goes down, the lights take over. So Haywood first will now bring the ball back into play. Almost marked. That nicely was Darcy Mitchell. They suck the ball.
That's probably last touch, isn't it?
I think so.
What's he going to say? No? Yep.
Yep,
They're going to have a discussion about that, and it's going to be a throw, I think. That's nice touch. Yep. All right. It's a bit hard to see who's got that. We've got players behind the shed there, so a bit hard to see who that kicked it. It doesn't matter. Up they go. Big pack goes. Oh, that's a gem.
That was sensational.
Absolutely. That is Mark of the Day type stuff. They go across the back. Oh, Harry Potter's almost grabbed it. Stole it. 1-2. They still might get away with it.
Oh, he's
and they go back. The pressure Reynella is magnificent at the moment. Bradley Patterson handballs it to a teammate, but straight up toward the middle of the ground. Up goes the player there, 9, which was McCormack, and a free kick here to the Wineflies. Thompson, he's got the rusty old beard there.
The Wineflies just seem very calmly going about their business.
Absolutely. There's no one in the forward line for Flagstaff Hill. That's so wide. There's touched, and that's going to save them the last touch, and they've got a ball up right in front of the members, which is absolutely chock-a-block.
But incidentally, though, obviously we have the ruckman from Flagstaff Hill has lifted this quarter, winning most taps, and they're back in the game because they're getting the ball out the guts.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Well, that's a fair call. Won't argue with that. Okay. The 18, he's not on my list as well. Doesn't matter. We'll keep going on. Picked up here by is that Darcy Mitchell?
That's him again.
Yep.
So Mitchell's got it. The halfback flanky on the clubhouse side. 13 minutes into the second quarter. And it's a 12-point margin.
That's
I'll take it.
That's yours.
And a good mark there in the end there to Carney. Mason Carney has got it.
I thought that was going to come through the window.
That's what you call centimetre perfect.
I had my hand up ready.
Gee, okay, now he's just about kicked that out of bounds. No, I think it's just stayed in. Still, I think I hear the whistles. I think that's just got behind the coach's box there. Bit hard for us to see there. Only part of the ground we can't. And it looks like it's a throw in the half-forward flank for Flagstaff Hill, kicking towards the northern end. Only kicked the one goal. We're almost 14 minutes into the second quarter.
It's only been one goal kicked this whole quarter.
Absolutely.
And it's 14 minutes in.
Scotland was there for Reynella, gets a bit of a handball straight to the ground. The umpire's there holding, and a free kick to Scotland, I reckon that might be. In the half-back line, he's usually been a bit quiet by his standards. Done nothing really wrong, but all just hasn't gone his way. Probably like that, playing in defence. So Scotland will now wind up and give it the old heave-ho. He goes straight up, the big pack will go up, and a good mark again.
Very well done.
The 22, which again is like no one on this.
No.
So, okay, we'll go forward and go to ground. Looks like a nice mark there. Again, it's behind the shed there. We can't really quite see. Oh, yes, there it is there.
There we go.
Mason Carty. He will go bang up towards the hot spot again. Comes to ground. Can't mark it. Almost a beauty. And umpire comes in and we're going to ball up.
I love the hot spot. It just causes chaos. Defenders get very nervous in that footy because if they're not punching it and getting rid of it, it's a goal.
Absolutely. All right, ball comes to ground. 1-2, goes out wide. Liam Reid was one of them there. Looks like Pavitt is in it as well. That's what I've got to say.
Free kick, isn't it?
Free kick. He's going to go with it. It's going Flagstaff Hill's way. I suppose it's going to be holding the ball in quick disposal. And it looks like Bennett's got the shot. Jason Bennett.
Can he kick it, Dumbo?
Oh, he can kick it. Distance won't be a problem. It's just a bit sharp.
Yeah, the accuracy, isn't it, really?
It's about the accuracy, absolutely. It's always about the accuracy. I mean, you know, sometimes you miss and no reward.
This will be their first goal this quarter.
No, they've got one this quarter, didn't they?
No.
Haven't got one. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
sorry. Yes, they have.
All right.
Yes, they have. Excuse me.
We got two now.
Have they?
Let's
Have
a
they
look.
though?
No.
Oh, no.
Have
of
they?
course.
I don't think so.
No.
For one
Tried
goal
to thread that through the eye of a needle and they
11.
couldn't quite do it.
Flagstaff Hill, Reynella,
Christian
3
Smith is number
goals.
22.
22. It's a very low scoring game all round for these two teams, isn't it?
The dogfight, that's what it is.
It's a dogfight. Two top seeds of last year. Picked up here by the line, throws around the corner up towards Mark. That was a great mark there by Blake. Cameron Blake marks it. He's done some good stuff too. He's played a reasonable game. Now he's got to stop. So they're not playing on. They're not playing with any fluency.
You're going the other way, mate.
And you tell you what. He did. If he didn't fall over, he wasn't going to play that. He'll give you another 25. Is it? Yeah.
Can he stop his run?
All right, okay. Fair enough. Kirk, he's a master of that sort of stuff. Straight through the hands there of Carney Mason.
Going to get out of this possibly.
Well, Liam Reid's there. He's usually pretty good. 1-2. And what's that, a throw? Or what's the umpire going to say? Looks like a free kick to...
Free kick to...
Reynella, yeah.
Don't get out of
Incorrect
this.
disposal. But great opportunity there to mark the ball by Mason Carney. He just went straight through. Butterfingers.
I don't think Kirk needed to go as quick as he did.
No, well, still should have marked it.
Gentlemen,
Okay.
it's been lovely spending time with you. I've got to bounce. I've got to be at a function at 6.
What, bouncing?
You're excellent.
You're bouncing.
And a bounce off.
Off your luck.
Lovely to join you.
You knock a few people out, kick them out.
Lovely to join you all.
Lovely. And happy Anzac weekend.
What an amazing day.
Yep. Kirk, stop that one.
Very
Here we
grateful.
go. He goes Packworth. He keeps going. Keep the ball in there. 1-2. Looks like they're going to come out of it here. Flagstaff Hill. And it gets it to player there, which would have been Howard Ferris. Comes to ground. They pushed it up towards the half-back flank. Plenty of players in there. 3-4-22 to 1-5-11. 11-point margin. We're almost 18 minutes into this second quarter. 1-2. They go back. Mickey Johnson's playing back. He's not playing in the forward line this week. This game, we should say, and it goes down towards, out of bounds, in fact, and looks like we've got a throw in here on the wing position, true outer side. 3-4-22, 1-5-11, and the ball 3 gold, air diffusion scoreboard. Okay, ball comes over. There's a big thump there. I reckon that was almost a foul to the player there, the number 9, which is the Cormac. And the Stacks on the mill, we've got a stoppage here on the wing position outside. Up go the players. Now a big heave-ho by Darcy Mitchell goes back over there. The player there, McGuinness, sort of trots over towards it. must have known it was going to go out of bounds. So we're 18 and almost 19 minutes into the quarter. I reckon there's only been a goal, 2 goals, no, only 1 goal scored.
That's the Flagstaff Hill.
Oh, it's striking. Two
It's been
quarter
a carbon
sides.
copy of the first quarter, but it's been the other way.
Yeah, absolutely. No goes around. Oh, there's a good punch forward. Who can mop up?
Great tackle.
Great tackle. And Wilson's got it.
Harry Potter.
And Potter. Geez, that's, he hasn't had a lot of kicks, but geez, every time he gets his spine-tingling stuff.
He's got him spellbound, Davin.
I think he has got him spellbound. He's got the round there. Now picked up here. Still got spellbound. Here we go. Picked up. They go long. He's got one-on-one. Aldridge has got it. He's got to take off. All day, every day. He's missed. Oh, triple here. Get stuck.
Oh, that's rising. Kick the Jabo.
I think so.
Talk to General. General, calm down.
No.
Calm down, General.
Yeah. Where's Polly?
Calm down.
Where's Polly when you need her? I tell you what. I mean,
Lair rising.
there's been a couple of that. They've had, they kicked one straight into ball.
Lair rising. Kick the goal.
Yeah, they
Drop punt.
wanted the dribbler, and he got dribbled all right.
No, he can get stuff.
Absolutely shy the now.
Lair rising.
All right, we've given him enough. Up they go. It looks like he's kicked out of bounds. Talk about Scheisenhausen, that could be a contender as well.
No,
No,
that's
must have been
important
tough.
too. That would have put them right up.
Oh, absolutely.
Up there,
20
in the
minutes.
game.
All right, now. Ball goes forward, up they go. Now there's another ball that's gone straight through their fingers. That's not good good work there from Bennett. Now Bennett's just pulled a one-hander in. Good strike.
It's a fair grab.
It is. So
He's
Bennett's
been
got...
sort of a little bit quieter than I thought.
Yeah,
Considering he's under Magic's microscope.
yeah, but he's all right. I think...
He's had a few positions, though.
Yeah, he's done all right.
But I don't think he's done much with him, Jim.
No, he hasn't. No, well, not yet anyway. A lot of their players could say that. I think the only one that's really been... Aldridge is...
Oh, he's kicked out in full.
Well, you kicked that out in the field.
He's just kicked that into the nursing home.
Well, God, straight...
Roberta, can you please kick that back?
Oh, no, I can't believe this. Rosser. All right, Rosser brings the ball back, and is that Reed?
Roberta's shit, so he's just cocked that in the face.
Well, it's bugged up the window. They go, the ball comes back, nice big pack goes up, big thump, out of bounds, and we're going to throw him here on half.
These two big opportunities there late in the quarter, gentlemen.
There's been two or three, not the whole quarter. It's gone straight through their fingers.
Which is unlike Flags, isn't it?
No, it is. And, you know, they're not giving me marks, but they should get a mark.
Filthy Sammy Theraldson, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, Tyler Davies has gone a bit quiet this quarter. We had a good first quarter. Now that could be a
That's
free
a wing
kick.
tackle.
What's
Isn't it?
that
They
brother?
call it or whatever. Is it a wing thing?
Oh, yeah.
Wingding chips or something? I don't know.
Yeah, buffalo wings. All right, we're going to have when you start talking food, and that brings in a whole
I've
different...
been smelling the snags all day.
All right, okay. Darcy Mitchell goes out wide. He's Bennett again for another kick. Goes to the hot spot. The old hot spot. Up the middle. And Johnson has goal. Oh, boy.
The hot spot does it again, Davo.
Absolutely. We called that and didn't muck around. Now, Mitchy Johnson...
If you want to score, boys, you got to get in the hot spot.
Exactly.
How big was that red off his, though?
Very classy.
But you know what? He didn't dribble it, did he?
No dribble there.
Kicked through it. He's a class act, though, isn't he, old Mitchy Johnson?
Absolutely. And,
He's not that far either.
again, Jason Bennett involved as an assist there. So,
Have we got another beep beep somewhere here, have we?
well, we
We've got to find a nickname for him, Bennett. We can't have beep beep for Christie's and here.
Well, we make him
What are we
beep.
going to call him?
We're not making beep.
Bebop and Rocksteady. Bebop.
Oh, just make it simple. We don't have to make a sentence out of it. All right, ball back now on the Air Diffusion scoreboard. Magic, give it to us.
We are 3 goals for Reynella, 22 to Flagstaff, 2 goals, 6-18.
Okay.
And to be honest, Flaggies would be kicking themselves because they,
they
actually
should-
probably should be in front.
They should be in front, yep, after this quarter. All right. So, it's about a minute of time on, only 2 goals scored, so up there. There's a mark. Terrific mark there by the 17, which is Stanford. So Stanford has got it, and he's marked it. He's right on the 50s. They kick him from 55. He's not even going to attempt it. There's a mark, and a beautiful one to Marshman.
That's a great mark.
Oh, beautiful. In front, gave him everything.
But what I love about it, Dave,
right.
is he just takes it
In
at
here.
that. But no, he takes it at the highest point every time. Exactly what you want as a key forward.
Now, if you was the coach, Bryn McKenna, you'd be really wishing this one through. Right on the half-time death knot. Wowee. This is a big kick here.
Can be erratic though, boys.
Can be, but he can be shy as an hours, and that is not even a point. In fact, that
Could
is
not hit the side of a barn with a cow's ass.
I tell you what, that's. I mean, who's your forward? One of your main forwards, isn't it? Your main forward. I mean, that's.
I'm sitting
He
down.
could have easily just set up the goal scoring.
That's just deflating as a forward, isn't it? Confidence.
You wouldn't see that in the Seaway, would you? No, you would see that.
You
in the
probably
Seaway.
would.
Yeah. All right, it's still a 4-point margin, and Reynell's in front, and we're 2 minutes of time on. Only 2 goals scored, so we must have been about a minute away from half time here at Reynella.
That's Mitchell again.
He's been very good, absolutely right here. Oh, look at this, Malford, is it?
He's got a kick.
Knockouts. He's going to have a shot, and I reckon he... Oh, kick that!
You can't
Oh,
stop that.
1 for 1, East Coast to West Coast.
Anthony Adam. Number 41.
Anthony, it's not Mumford. Where's Mumford? He's not playing anymore.
No, he's injured.
That's old apples.
Okay. That was beautiful play. Just flow, open it up. There was no one in the forward line, even if it didn't mark it.
Again,
But it was a great kick coming from the outer wing.
Yeah.
Cut the 45, bang, there it is.
exactly right. Direct football.
And even if he didn't mark that, it was going to bounce on end on end. He's going to get.
I'll
He was
tell
going
you
to
what,
get the
Darcy
second game.
Mitchell, boys, he has absolutely come to play this
Yeah,
second
absolutely.
quarter. And he's turned the game back in Flaggy's favour at the moment.
Absolutely. Yep. And they've hit the front for the first time. 3 minutes of time on the Air Diffusion. Bill 3 gold. Scoreboard, it is 3-4, 22 Reynella, 3-6, 24, Flagstaff Hill. And it can't be too long. This is going to hurt Brendan McKeough going into half time. Unless they get one back, they go forward looking for a mark. Oh, Wizard! The Wizard! Harry Potter! Oh, that was a tough mark, and he just said, I'm over this. Oh, he gobbled it up.
He is a class act.
Oh, the Wizard's a gobbler.
He'll kick this. I'll put my house on this.
Well, it could be a house. I will not be putting my house on it. That.
Come on, Wizard. I don't like sleeping outside. I've done that enough.
There goes the sign. It is half time. And that makes him stop.
Has he got this, General?
Oh, well, he nibbles again. He does everything else. But he could be one of these players who only kicks good on the run and directly in front. He goes, bang, he's missed it. Oh, he's missed it to the right, and that's, well, it makes it a 1-point game, so that's good. If you're a Reynella coach, that could have been very, very handy.
What a strange first half of football, boys.
Yeah, it was. Hope we got lights in here.
We have got lights in here.
We have. Goal kickers.
Goal kickers, Bradley Potter's got 2. And the other one is... Who's the other goal kicker?
The other Reynella goal kicker is Lucas Gordon.
Yeah.
Lucas Gordon.
And then you've got...
Ben Rossi, and Anthony Adam, and Mitchell Johnson.
So that is half time. We'll hand you back to the studio. We'll be back for the exciting second half in about 20 minutes' time.
Rapping about.
Bye for now.
up. And looks like handball over the top there as we start the game by McDonald. He's had a good first quarter, the first half I should say. Rosman gets it, Nielsen, beg your pardon, he goes up towards the half-forward flank, heading towards the boundary line, picked up there, and looks like Grayson... Good tap on, that's a handy. Handball wasn't the best there from the player there.
Well, he's pulled a hamstring.
Yeah, he's done a hamstring, he might be out. The handball, which way is this going to bounce? They're going to keep him play. Player there was... for Reynella, 15 Jackie Ball. Now they go bang and just get out of danger, and up towards, well, dropped over the could have been over the shoulder there. Mitchell. So Mitchell gets it in board. Geez, he's had a good first half, and he's starting the third quarter in the same fashion. Picked up there nicely by McDonald. Again gets a handball. There's tackle, could be too high. An umpire comes in and says we'll have a stoppage, a ball up, if you like.
And that player that looked like that pink hamstring is Rossi. Yeah, he's coming off.
He's coming off straight away.
Well, he's jogging though, which is positive.
Okay, all right. Picked up here by the Wineflies. Gets a little bit of a left footer. Might have been Tyler Davies. It was. Goes nowhere. Picked up nicely by McDonald again. He's just picking up, handballing it. Looks like Harry Potter's got himself a free kick. Half-back flag. He kicks the ball. Tyler Davies. You don't want those two to get going. Handball over to Gregory. So Gregory will now get it inside the forward 50 from behind Marshman. And he's paid. Oh, no, it's going the other way. Free kick, holding on.
Oh, he wasn't happy with that.
Oh, he won't be happy with that. And that's Kirk. So Kirk's had the better of Marshman, well and truly. Where's the marks at? Outside, the old scoreboard area. Kicks the ball forward, and it looks like Shearer. So Shearer will go inboard. Yeah, and this is the old... Flagstaff Hill that we remember fondly. So Anthony Adam has got it. Kicks the ball forward, and what a pass. Oh, centimetre perfect to Carney Mason variety. And he's going to have a ping of the goals. Marked at 45 out. He'll probably kick from a 50, so no give me. Absolutely not.
How good was the kick, though?
Oh, perfect. Centimetre perfect. And you love that term.
Oh, any centimetre's a plus, mate.
Okay. All right, in he comes. So Mason will go bang. Looks good off the boot. Is it straight? It's going a little bit to the right as we look at the goals. And any point is handy at this stage when one side only has 23 and the other one now has 25. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Okay. It's well done the goal. This is a little bit harder to Jackie Ball. The lights are in play now, well and truly. Kicks the ball up towards. That should be a free kick, and it will be to Mackenzie Short. So Mackenzie Short.
Realistic, that wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely didn't too fancy. So he goes up the board. That could be a mark. No, comes to ground. 1-2. To Johnson, I reckon, was one of the players in there as well as Shearer. Ball comes out, 1-2, 13, Patterson goes across the ball. I don't even know if that was 15. Is that 10? I reckon the umpire's paid it. He's paid it.
Yeah, that's Mike Aldridge, I reckon.
I'll tell you what, that's Milson.
Is it?
Number 14.
Yeah, it is Milson. But tell you what, that was lucky it was 8.5 metres, Magic.
Yeah, it was.
Well, in the AFL it wasn't play on.
I don't know, it'd be interesting.
It should be play on, it shouldn't play off. I feel like going out there and telling
out there, Dabo, and see what we got.
So Milson can put a bit of, 2 points is the furthest flaggies have been in front. Now they go bang, looks good off the boot, spins it in, hits the post. Oh, he's at the woodwork again. And they're not wood, they made a middle, but anyway, that sounds better. And another point, so on the Air Diffusion scoreboard, General?
Yeah, on the Bill's Red Gold 88 Air Diffusion scoreboard. Reynella 3-5, 23, Flagstaff Hill 3-8, 26.
Okay, real light underneath Bill Fred going on. I don't know if he knows that, but needs to be lit up for night. They go forward. 1-2. Thompson gets it over there. He just set him up. That was not a good handball, and he's going to get pinged for holding the ball. You've got to handball people on the move.
And you also got to have awareness as well.
Absolutely. Well, Patterson goes up, doesn't get the mark. I've seen him given for in the back. The umpire says no.
Free kick there, wasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're right in the centre of the ground, and up goes the ball. Another stoppage. Darcy Mitchell's had good. Now the ball goes through. Hamilton no one but ticket. Gains about 2 or 3 metres. Hamilton wanted to get us out wide. 1-2. Now he sells a bit of Kenya. That was nice work there by the 24, which is Gregory. Goes out wide, and the whistle's been blown, and it's going Renella's free kick. What was that for?
Patterson's
Exactly what I was going to say.
Patterson is giving the umpire a fair
There's
spray.
been a couple in there. Look at that. How come Harry Potter's by himself? He goes across the ground and plays on beautifully and hits Copley on the chest. He marks it, goes forward and spears. And that's good work by Reynella. What they need to do now is they need to make a speed on the ball. Absolutely.
That's Rosa, isn't it?
Yep.
I reckon.
Yep, doing Rosa. Well, it just needs to be a goal. And a low scoring game like this, you just can't muck around with points.
Well,
There
he
he
had a
goes.
really good first quarter, but sort of was a little bit quieter in that second. So
Well, there's a little mates, didn't he?
get a little bit on the scoreboard here would be handy.
Absolutely. So Dylan Rosa, are you calling me? Let's have a look. In he comes. Goes in pretty well direct. It's not going to come around. Where is it? Maybe it is. Let's wait on the goal umpire. That's a goal goal. I think he's got it. Yes, sirree. Well, boy, for a long while there, Magic. It didn't look like it was going to go through.
Very good kick.
For a goal, anyhow.
Just inside that right-hand goal post is where exactly you want to be.
Yep. And on the Air scoreboard, we've got our score update.
Reynella 4-5-29.
At the front again.
To Flagstaff Hill 3-8-26.
Yeah.
6 minutes and 12 seconds into the third quarter.
6 minutes will do. I know you like to be precise, but you know.
Yep. Every second counts.
Every second. I can't argue with you. Got me again. Okay, ball back in the middle of the ground. Well, back in front. Up they go. Now, ball comes to ground here. Agnew was the player there, picked up here by Bennett. Beep. He gets a kick and, well, misses the ball. Now, that is dropping the ball. And this time they're going to pay it. So, Tyler Davies, by his standards, I thought a quiet first half, but he's been sharp in his third quarter, I should say. Ball goes up. Mackenzie Short has got it. Well, he throws a bit of candy, and the player gets caught. Not much of a kick, but it hits Grayson, beg your pardon. So Grayson's got it. He kicks it in the back of the head of a player. And what's going on there? Now he's going to... Someone's going to have to kick again. Well, it's either 50 or 25. We'll play it up.
I'm not really sure what that is.
Well, I think the umpire's having a bad third quarter, and throws that player there, Grayson, I think, because he just kicked it straight to the opposition there. Picked up by Whittaker. Nice mark. He goes in. Tyler Davies says, this will be 6 touch already. I've only been playing 6-7 minutes.
Well, it's 6 more than he's had in the first half.
Exactly. So that's why I make the point. Now he goes out wide, I don't know who's out there. Marshman, I think, has got it. Gets a bit of a handle. Sort of just doodle towards that. Goes up, and there is Kirk. Takes the mark. Strong as a lock. He got the Great Wall of China back there. It's pretty hard to get over. Round the corner. Don't tell me. He hasn't got a point. And the player was... General, who was that that kicked it? Lucas Gordon. Flash. Yep, so Flash Gordon gets himself a point. And the score on the Air Diffusion Bullfed Gold scoreboard is Reynella 4-5-29, Flagstaff 3-8-26. So a point margin and 8 points in. And a nice mark, as you said, to Gordon. So now even he's having a moment. So Gordon goes long. And that's a good mark. That was a terrific mark. That's not Kirk, I don't think. Beat him again. Jeez, Kirk and Bellman double is... are both Bellman's playing today? No. Only one. They've got no one to come back. Now, kick's not too good. It's going wide. I think it's just going to stay in play. What about Shed? We're going to have to cut down a minute so we can see that last bit there. But that's okay. It's got out of bounds and we'll throw it. Night game here, or... Reynella. Twilight game, yeah. And we've got a really tight game, 4-point lead to the black and whites, the Ryan Flies. It seems to be the scoring Indian, they didn't know much, isn't it?
Certainly does. Reynella has had the better start of this quarter.
Yep. Okay, so just wait for the throw-in.
Again, they just don't want to waste it like they did in that first quarter.
Well, every opportunity you get, you've got to hit a goal. You've got to get goal. Points are no good.
There's no pressure like scoreboard pressure, Davin.
Absolutely. What scoreboard in the bedroom?
Mate, no chance.
No chance.
No point having one if you're not going to score.
Well, you get somewhere. You've got to start somewhere. They've got to start at the bottom.
Oh, mate. You'd be like an old mower.
Well, it was just an idea, that's all. Okay, we'll go forward. We'll forget that idea. And a nice mark. Is that Marshman? It is. So Marshman has been kept quiet by Kirk. And one great opportunity for a goal, missed it. In fact, I only did get a point. How bad it was. Now, he is 50 plus metres. He's going to kick from 55.
I actually think he's a better chance from here than he is closer, you know. Because he tends
Can
to
he make the
through
distance?
ball.
Can he make the distance? He's a
Yeah,
fair
I think he can.
Okay, well, we seem to be going a little bit further that way. So, Marshman, late end of the club. He's not going to be a goal because it's going across the left. He's made the distance, so...
Made it easy.
Oh, so another point to the wide throws.
He does have that old golfer's draw, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Goes to the left.
And so on the Diffusion scoreboard there,
We have Reynella for 7.31, Flagstaff Field with 3.8.26.
okay, so a kick forward there. Goes and finds Bradley Thompson, isn't it?
Yep.
Bradley Thompson marks that. He's got it on the half-forward flank. He's going to spear the ball there and it's hit Marshman again. They need Marshman to lift, and he's doing it. It's 2 kicks, 2 minutes, 2 marks. First kick for goal where a minute ago was a point. Needs to slot one. This is a hard one here because he's only a metre or so in from the boundary line. 4-7 Reynella, 3-8 Flagstaff, 11 or so minutes in. Goes bang towards the goal and he's missed it again.
Missing those chances, aren't they?
The major goal scorer hasn't been able to get a major yet. Starting to come into the game with a couple of lovely marks. But not putting it on the scoreboard. So it's 4-8, 3-8, 6 points.
Of Reynella.
Okay, so they look to bring the ball back in and they go long and slow, keep it low, so good for a good mark. They go straight through the middle of the pack like your middle stump's been knocked over. Picked up here by Liam Reid, he gets knocked as he kicks it. Comes towards the centre half forward position. Brady threw that out. Tyler Davies gets smothered as he kicked it. Unfortunately, picked up there a bit of a twirl there. Looked quite nice if you in Dancing with the Stars, but you hear it, we know at the football ground, and that doesn't cut the mustard. Going wide. Now they go long. Land on the boundary line on the other side, and no touch. I think that was the last touch, wasn't it? Free kick to Reynella. So they're keeping the pressure on the old Ryan Flies, but they're not making them pay on the scoreboard. Alright, goes across the ground. They're going to open it up. Liam Reid.
Got 2 options.
Yeah, there's only one in the middle now. You're running around, they're trying to find spots. There, the back, 1-2, no, couldn't mark it. Comes to ground, Marshman, of course. In front there was probably Kirk, I would think.
And
We're just starting to get a little bit of rain, boys.
Yep, okay, well, that's why it's important to kill a goal. Couple of goals, in fact. Get yourself in front, 1-2. Picked up here nicely by, Tyler Davies has got it now. He's been the recipient of a couple of hand passes. Goes back, 1-2. Now, what's going to happen? Tyler Davies has got it again. He's running. He gets it over to a teammate who's going to have pull because he can't kick it. Players are coming to him. Another kick, and he's marked it. No, he's scooped it up round the corner, and they worked it out beautifully in the end. Oh, a lot of ball handling there, Magic.
Patience is a virtue, boys. Don't rush it. But look what happens. I reckon he's going to kick this one.
Well, it's Jake Agnew. He's on the
He's
microscope.
on the microscope.
He's
But I'll
on
tell you what, if he misses this one, it's going to be, I wouldn't really call it a microscope, it's more of a radar.
Yeah, it might be a drone. Let's be sitting on. All right, this is a big kick. Let's not kid ourselves here. This is a big kick because we're 13 and a half minutes into this quarter, and they need a goal. And they're going to not. Yes, they are going to get one, I think. Right on the goal umpire. It's a sausage roll. Thank you very much.
Beautiful action.
Absolutely. It looked like it was going all right, but I was just waiting for that breeze to take it across. Didn't happen, and I reckon he's pleased about that. So would the coach be. On the Diffusion scoreboard.
5 goals, 8. Reynella, 38 to Flagstaff Field, 38-26. And we're almost 14 minutes and 15 seconds into
Well, still another 10 minutes, so a lot of things can happen. So we never need to keep the gas on, the foot on the pedal, don't they, General?
Yes, they do, and of course our sponsors for the day, the fifth quarter.
Yep.
SA Landscaping, ADA, So Cloudy, JRF Bricklaying, Chris Hutton Homeowners, Youth in Sport, Dartfish, and of course Archie's for the Best player on the ground.
Oh, that'll
Don't
be
forget 40 winks, boys.
And 40 winks.
Yep, okay, picked up here, and he's tackled to the ground. That was Converse. Clouds is the umpire. Never too sure about that one, but anyway. Picked up here by the Falcons. They sell a bit of candy. 1-2. That looks good. Patterson. Oh, got through. He goes across the ground. Beautiful pass to the carry was Carney. That was Mason Roy. Oh, you're kidding me.
You just got to get out of there, don't you?
Oh,
Don't
really?
give that little bloke in that little green shirt any reason to give you anything.
Oh, I mean, how soft was that? I mean, the thing is, you could have gone out and put him in a... Oh, man. I just hardly touched him. Anyhow, that's the way that is.
If he kicks this, the roof may come off. The locals are feral.
Is that Mackenzie Shaw or not?
No, Carney.
Carney, that's right, of course. Nice, goes bang, and he's kicked it, and they roll over the players, they let him get around us, boys.
That's Mason.
And
Mason Carney.
yeah, Mason will tie. So Mason kicks his first goal this afternoon, and that was a solid response. They knew that one.
On the Anti-Fusion Agency Bill 3 Gold scoreboard, we have Reynella 5'8" 38, Flagstaff Hill 4'8" 32.
It just changes there. They're looking good there, Reynella, to try and make up a bit of a handy lead. Now it's been cut back to 1 goal.
And we're 16.5 minutes in.
And we're getting rain.
Oh, not much. Where's the rain?
Coming, you can see it.
Good,
There it is.
It's getting a bit chilly, a bit foggy out there on those lights.
Well, it is, but I can't see any rain.
You have a look out the window, mate.
What have you been drinking? What did you have at half time?
Open your eyes.
All right.
See, look,
It's mist, that's not rain.
It's mist.
play misty for me.
Okay, come on, mate.
Well, what's the difference between mist and fog?
Not much.
All right, fair
One's
enough.
wet and one's not.
Okay, up they go. It's a good question, though, isn't it? Made you think. Okay, because I don't know the answer is. Okay, here we go. Mitchell, Darcy Mitchell goes forward. 1-2, picked up here by Jackie
well
Ball.
done. It's gone to
Oh, the goal! And it's going to work, maybe, no? There's the player Bennett. He goes towards the boundary line. I reckon, what's happened there? It's gone behind the shed. You know what happens behind the shed stays behind the shed.
Yeah, it does.
Throw it in. So we've got to throw it here on the half-forward flank.
Surely there'll be a few stories about behind the shed here at Reynella.
Absolutely, you would. You'd like to be the auction, wouldn't you? Okay, well, player there just didn't pick that up. It was Rosa. Lifted behind, stacks on the middle. And umpire surely going to have to blow the whistle. He does eventually. And
I
it's
don't
7.5.
think the barrel is enough in the footy. There needs to be more of it.
Well, because you get it over the top and you hit it right, so it bounced like...
It's effective. What do you think, General?
It was always a good weapon in my day.
Yeah. Well, we still got the record for the longest barrel here. We won't talk about that. We'll talk about it after the game. Tapped over the back there was McCormack. Picked up here by... well, hopefully picked up here by Aldridge. If he can bend down, no. Way up over Furry. Pushes it forward in front of the ball. 3 gold. Scoreboard there. 5-8-38 to 4-8-32. 18 minutes in the third quarter. And what is a cracker game between... Well, they're probably the 2 favourites for the grand final again. Is that fair to say?
They're close.
Well, after some of the results from today, you have to say absolutely.
Yep, okay. So, looks like Liam Reid gets the kick back, up they go. Couldn't mark that, unfortunately. It was a good effort, though. Kavoris comes to ground. Kavoris is in there for the Falcons, and we're going to have a ball up here, 60 out from the goal. I reckon, 7 or 8 would win this one.
Yeah, you're probably not far off there, I would say.
Yep, I think so. That is caught. That's got to be on the ball, yes. And that was a terrific effort there
Wilson.
by Wilson.
He's just started to sniff a bit of the footy this last quarter.
Well, that would be about 50 metres out, so he's going to probably kick from 53.
And he's hit the scoreboard each game this year so far. He's kicked 2 goals so far this year, Reece.
Hasn't kicked one today, so that means what you're saying is he's going to kick one here. And could very well do. This would tie the game up. So this is a big kick here. We're coming up to the 19-minute mark, and he knows the importance of it. And he's going to go back, and he's going to go bang. 2 out, drop punt, looks good off the boot, looks straight, 3 for a point. Well, I built that up as a good best I could.
It's a good looking kick, but it's the wrong side of the post.
So it was a good looking point. That's what you're saying. Good strike me. If you do curly, there's no such thing. All right. Ball about to come back into ground. Now play on. I'd get as much metres as you can. 1, 2, 3, bang. He goes up towards the wing. Well go to the back. The player there almost got that was better. He see what was going to go. Scotland's got it around the left, going forward. Ball comes and look, right where it was Papworth that almost picked it up. Goes to Brown. That could be holding the man and free kick Reynella. So McDonald again. So McDonald was in 24. Game in 25.
Give him 24 for that. With a lip.
Didn't get the ball back. He took his time to get the ball back. I don't know.
That's undisciplined by Flaggies, which is unusual again.
It's tough, isn't it? Tough. But they've got to kick the goal. Again, it's a big opportunity for McDonald to get his first goal and get the side. He's skip away. Very important, absolutely. Let's kick it in. Oh, it's shot it out. It's gone straight to the right now, the bounce almost. That was captain play. But tell you what, that was terrible. I won't be telling my mum about that one, would you know? And the ball goes to Brown, wrapped up, and looks like a ball up, about 60 out from goal. I tell you, wouldn't tell anyone, would you, Craig?
Not even close.
Not even close, eh?
Right. It's blowing a go out.
Right, ball comes to Brennan. I mean, if your girlfriend said when you got home, where'd you go early, shot for goal, where had he? You said you couldn't tell the truth, could you?
She probably, I'm not going to go there.
No, don't go there.
This kid's here.
Right, now here's another free kick. Who's the player there with that? Tyler Davies. He's had a good quarter here. Well, a lot of his kicks have been muffled and now he has got a beautiful boot. And he would have done this many times at training. No reason why he can't seat this. And look at the cars in the background, the SUVs, kids, parents having a wonderful time. It goes bang, and it goes bang. Let's have a look at it. Right on the umpire, 2 fingers. Oh, he threaded the eye of the needle.
Good captain's goal.
Well, they needed that, and Davies, the captain, gets his first of the afternoon and just gives them a little bit of breathing space.
I'll tell you what, this third quarter, he started to again get his hand on the footy, captain, goal at the right time. And I'll tell you what, that score there, 6-8-44 to 4-9-33, one more goal from Reynella, and I think it makes it tough for Flaggies from here.
Well, it does. It absolutely does. Now, that's obviously scoring in. So, 2 or 3 goals, they've still got a great chance of winning. But at least it puts the pressure on. Comes down, picked up there by Patterson. Swings around off the Queen Mary. Goes to up towards the centre half forward position. Comes to ground. Needs to chase out there with Shearer. Gets caught, but he gets away. Well, he gets a kick forward from behind. I reckon that might have been Reed. Goes over to Aldridge. He doesn't know where to go. He goes towards the middle of the ground, which is probably not a bad idea. Looks at, is that Shearer around the corner? No, it's not. It's Ryan. And the player Reed in the back line, is it?
How often does he do that?
Fullback has marked the ball.
How often does he do that?
Right, between him and Jackie Ball, yeah, a lot. Well, he gets it, clears it as long as he can. Player up, there we go, can't mark it. Mackenzie Shaw has it, gets it over to Kudvorov, who slams it. The old mongrel finger breaking, Pack goes up, can't mark it. Tyler Davies just getting out of play, goes long, can't out. The player there was Bennett, tried to mark it on his head. He's that good, he probably could have done it. But not that time. Out wide, Kieran Wilson picks it up. Now spears the ball in, and there's a mark and a half.
Aldridge.
Beautiful, Aldridge. He's the danger man. Up forward there for Flagstaff Hill. And of course, as we said, Harry Power for Reynella is his equal. So Aldridge has not got a goal, but he's had plenty of opportunities and he's set a couple up. And this is another big kick. We're 2 minutes of time on, and it's an 11-point margin. Right. We don't have the 15 seconds already, 20 seconds of doing the AFL. He's doing his bit. I think he's having a cup of tea and a cup of tea and a good light out there. They're listening to the crowd under there saying, get on with it. They're giving him the big G. I tell you what, one way to shut him up.
He wants to kick it now, so you want to kick it now, otherwise he could cop a bit more than just a bit of a spray.
Yep. All right, here he comes. Blake Aldridge, super player. And he goes, Bay, it looks pretty good off the board. Oh, they love it. Get around there, I'll show you how to do it.
He just gave him the 2 cobras then. See that? The pythons. He gave him that.
Oh,
watch this celebration here.
And he gives it, what, the 2 covers, bang bang. Right.
He well and truly gives him the don't argue. Look at this.
We'll go back to that. We're not going to see it, unfortunately, or are we?
Oh no,
Can't see it.
he was up and about. He was.
He's showing the guns off, was he? Okay, so we're back to a 5-3 margin. So on the Air Fusion scoreboard, General?
Yeah, Bill said go with the Fusion scoreboard. Reynella 6-8-44, Flagstaff Hill 5-9-39, a 5-point game.
Very important kick.
3 minutes into time one, and we're in a 5-point game. And it is a real showdown at the old corral. Darcy Mitchell gets the tap. Now, no, is it?
Because boys, that's one of the first goals kicked down that end of the pit, down the end.
No, hasn't been too many, that's for sure.
It's definitely against the play.
Yep. Okay, and that's we like pushing against the play, don't you? So, all right,
Absolutely.
up they go. Ball comes to the ground. All tried to get a kick. Hadn't Mary. Now, it could be a clearance coming from Renella's way. Gets tackled. Wilson is the tackler.
I've been impressed with Darcy Mitchell today.
Yep, he's been very good. Yep. It's going to be tough to pick the medal winner, but anyway, we'll have a look. Still in the corner and a bit to go. Looks like Potter's in there, and the area there by Darcy Mitchell.
It's not he's wanting to compete. You know, he wins the top, and then the tap, and then he's out on the ground.
Pushing the ball forward, yep, terrific.
Looks like a ruck rover.
Yeah, that's what you're going to be. No good winners, tap ruckman and just go to sleep. Now, didn't even go up for the ball really, or comes to ground, picked up that kick back, or that should have gone, oh, that body didn't pick it up. It was Bradley Patterson had an area, and I thought that really should have been a free kick.
Bradley Patterson just gave him a suplex then too. Now he's been watching WWE.
Okay. Right, so then we're going to throw up. With 4 minutes of time on, 4.5 minutes in fact. Ball comes to ground. Geez, now I can get another kick or Flagstaff Hill. It will be beautiful days here for them. Okay, ball goes towards the boundary line. And what's the umpire going to say? A push. The umpire can't see it.
He's called that from the Victoria too.
Oh, I can't believe it. Up they go. Goes to ground. There's a goal. Oh, yeah! Where did you leave? That was Aidan Carney. And he's kicked at right angles. Oh, my Lord.
Cockblock missed that.
Look at that. Now, look at this on the replay. Walking the goal never. Walks in and he goes bang. And lucky to be a point.
And why did he try to snap it? He should have run straight at the goal.
We could have kept going. He could have ended up the bowling green if he wanted to. Up they go, guys.
And that snapper.
Lord McDonald.
In the front. Shots.
Absolutely.
You could drop punt for God's sake.
Gee, that gives you the worries. Right, so McDonald, he's been good for 3 quarters. That's very, very solid for the old wine flow. Up they go. Now, free kick, I reckon he's going to pull out here. And that's going Marshman. Locals like that. Now, there's not much time, so he's going to have to get going. 5 minutes, only a few goals. I'd like to pinch one here, surely. Wouldn't you? All right, he goes to the right, and well, here goes the side. So that finished that idea. And at 3/4 time in the Anzac Day clash here at Reynella, it is a terrific game. 5-point margin, General on the Interfusion scoreboard.
On the Interfusion Ability Thread Gold scoreboard, we have Reynella leading in the stage, 6 overs 8-44, Flagstaff Hill. Give me the score back.
The score's just
5 points down, I reckon.
5 points down. 5 points. Reynella by 5 points.
44-40.
Yep, that'll it. All right, I think there'll be shots there on the new scoreboard. So, what do we think, boys?
What are you thinking, Magic?
Oh, look, I mean, it's interesting because that end that Flaggies were going to in the second quarter, and then Reynella just then, is clearly the scoreboard end.
Yep.
Or sorry, not scoreboard, but scoring end. But Flaggies managed to get one on the bounce here. So,
Could have achieved that too.
I think the game's well placed, but Renella's going to have to now score and the non-scoring end.
Yeah. Against the flow.
Against the flow. So it's going to be difficult for them to sort of, I guess, maintain their edge, but there just needs to be a bit more from a few blokes in the middle. I mean, look,
And it leaked a bit of spark.
Dylan Rosa for me was great in the first quarter, sort of been a little bit quieter in the second. The third did a couple of good things.
Even Harry Potter didn't do
Potter's
that.
been well held after half-time. He's been really, really good. To be honest, if it wasn't for Jackie Ball and I think Liam Reid, it probably would be a bit of a different game at the moment because they've mopped up beautifully across half-back.
But who would your best player be at this stage?
My best player at the
From
moment
both?
would probably be the bloke in green. At the moment, he's been fantastic.
Oh, jeez, I see him.
He's been brilliant. But no, but look, Michael Shear's been very, very quiet today. Patterson's been okay.
Darcy Mitchell
Johnson,
he probably be the best player. Darcy Mitchell will be close.
yeah, he's been brilliant. But he's winning most taps, but they're just not clearing the ball from the hook. So other than
Yeah, and Blake Aldridge, what he does is
there's no
fantastic.
disconnect there. There has to be, because if he's winning, unless he's not letting him know where he's going to be putting the ball, they're not reading it off the hand, are they?
No. The players that, it's really, don't know. I think if Reynella would get the first goal, and then maybe...
And the only way they look like scoring for 80s is through Blake Aldridge, to be honest. It's all, everything's through him all the time. So if they can find someone else to bob up, I think they're good enough to get over the line. But, at home, if Reynella kicked the first one,
I think
the crowd will go absolutely bunter, and it'll be hard for Flagstaff to come back from there.
But I think it'll be the other way around, because they're kicking towards the goal scoring end, and I know that could change, but it's been the goal scoring into three quarters. They kick the first goal, which means they're a point up, and they've got the breeze and all the rest of it. So it's really I know we say it most weeks, but it gets back down to first goal.
But some of the moves and shakers for Reynella, obviously you got Tyler Davies starting to get his hand in the footy that quarter, which was really, really important for them. The one for me that's really sort of not done much since half-time is Papworth. He was dynamic in the first half, but he's sort of slowed up a little bit. Scotland, I haven't really heard his name much, and Copley as well. Like Taylor Copley's been great over the last few weeks. Significant for them over the last few weeks, so hopefully they can get the hand on the footy and get that ball moving forward, because the way they moved the ball early in that first half was just phenomenal. It was quick, it was direct, and it gave their forwards a chance one out. But at the moment, Fraggies is starting to make it a bit of a bottled up game, and they're starting to get on their terms a bit more. So if Reynella can get back out and use their pace, which really probably won in the grand final last year early, wasn't it? Fraggies looked a little bit slower than they did, and
well, last year's grand final, they kicked 3-4 Reynolds and it zipped in the first quarter. And after that, it ended up being a 2-goal game.
It was just the way they moved the ball too, wasn't it? It was quick.
I think if I had the last dollar, I'd go Flagstaff Hill.
From here?
Well, it's only 5 points different.
That's a big call.
Well, it's only a double. It's my last one, isn't it?
For me?
Well, I wish I'd got started. I just want to get a selection there. What do you reckon, Craig? You got $2. You got more than you're rich. Forget that. He's aged.
He hasn't got a concern in the world, that bloke, look at him.
No, I tell you, since I saw him 3 or 4 hours ago, I reckon he's been on 3 or 4 years. Anyway, after that, I'm the only one selecting. I'm going Flagstaff, all right?
Yeah, I think you might be right there.
Because they're kicking too well.
It depends on who gets first goal here, I reckon.
Well, Marshall's
first goal is important.
If Reynella kick it, they'll be away. But if Flaggies kick one, well, then you might see Reynella get a little bit nervous, and they just don't want it to be a bottled up, close in. They want it to be out.
You've got to get Marshman in Marshman and Power are your 2 goal scorers. They've got to get in. Marshman a bit better that quarter, but again, put a goal on the board.
But just get your best players in the middle.
Yep. Well, that should be me. What do you do? We should be out there.
Well, I think it might
here we go.
Last
quarter of the ANZAC 2025. It's been a magnificent afternoon here at Reynella. We'll go through our sponsors in a minute, but here's a great highlight. And here we go. Bennett goes forward up towards Playwick, over the shoulder. He's tried to get him over the shoulder.
He's given it to him too.
He's not, is he?
He has given it to him.
Oh, please.
Free kick.
Oh, God, strike me, Pink. That's going to...
he's definitely given it to him.
Yeah, he has. Here's the answer. Grayson. Yep. Did you see that in the replay? What do you think about that? Do you think there's much to it?
Nah, nothing to it.
Nothing to it. That's what I reckon. But, I've got
to wins the tap, puts it down the midfielder's throat.
Absolutely. So Hayden Grayson, beg your pardon, will come in, go bang, put kick, and it looks beautiful from here. And the umpire says, yes, sir, I agree. And the goal there to Grayson, his first for the afternoon, and they're in front.
They certainly are.
And that didn't even take a minute.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's how important that midfield connection is. If you're a ruckman,
if you read it off his hand like he just did there, look what happens.
You get a good clearance.
You get a bit of luck from the gnome and the green shirt, and you
The best player on the ground.
He's been best on it. There he goes. That's right.
Oh, God, straight. Because of right, he wouldn't have forgot us. We've got the retirement village up here. We want a bit of luck up there.
I agree with him. It was there. It was definitely a free kick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, I didn't think it was. Oh. Anyway, ball comes around again, another tap, 1, 2, here they go again. Darcy Mitchell, he's done it twice, he goes forward, he comes to ground, 1, 2, he's tackled, and I'll tell you what, we're now under a bit of pressure here, and I think Flaggies know they're kicking with a breeze, or kicking to the goal scoring end. There's not much breeze here, but they've got things going their way, and they're going to push in the button right now. Darcy Mitchell goes up there, and we're going to have a ball up, I reckon.
There hasn't been too much sort of spice in this though, has there? I thought there would have been a bit more.
Well, two classy sides, that's what I'd say. Mitchell gets a bit of a tap, comes to ground again, stacks on the middle. Well, stoppage about to happen, no. Nobody going to get away with it. Player there was McGuinness.
Good tap.
And we're going to have a tackle, and we're going to have a ball up. Stoppage here, about 20 out from goal. The Flagstaff Hill win, they lead by 2 points, beg your pardon, 6-8 to 6-10, 44-46, 2 minutes in. The last quarter, and what's the umpire's piece picked a free. So Darcy Mitchell, what was that? I was just looking at the scoreboard, between the scoreboard. No, Ruckenfridge. No, what was it? Worth it?
No, he definitely
Shepherding.
No, definitely baby.
Fair enough.
I tell you what, he's worked really hard this game. He
I think he, at this stage, he kicks this goal, will be another nail in the coffin for a middle, I'd say. And he's got it. Look at that, curl around nicely. He's got it. And my word, Darcy Mitchell has played a light hearts game this afternoon.
He's been phenomenal from the first quarter to now.
Yep.
Look, it's the old poop of ours probably going like this at the moment for Reynella. They need to start finding something and finding it quick.
Well, it's only been 3 minutes. And
doesn't matter.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's only been 3 minutes and they've been able to score 2 goals. Gee whiz.
Did you know that Flaggies are one of those sides that can hit the scoreboard quickly and often?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They might score 5 or 6 goals. It could end up being a smacking. No one's seen that coming.
Nah.
All right, ball back in the middle of the ground, 3 minutes in. And it is an 8-point margin here. There's another clearance, so it comes up. Picked up. Wilson's got it as it swings around and goes bang. A little bit left, that's okay, but it's down to the forward 50. Probably going to get a bounce, so it's a last touch.
Yep.
So Reynella with a free kick. 6-8-44 Reynella, 7 goals, 10 Flagstaff Hill, 52, 8-point margin, 4 minutes into the last quarter here. A beautiful, full, the crowd, there's still, there's probably a couple of holes here, but still a full crowd here at Reynella, and when they put on a fantastic afternoon. And that's Darcy Mitchell again, kicked the ball forward, mark that down in his stats. I reckon he'll have about 25 touches. That's a lot for a ruckman. Okay, again, pile stacks on and stoppage here, forward pocket area, club outside. And if I would say that if Flaggies get another goal quickly, that means there's going to be 3 kicks for Reynella, probably unlikely. Can I say that? Not impossible though. Okay, looks like another ball up, 20 out from goal. Slightly off centre, up they go, big swipe there from, that will be Liam Reid, or was that Jackie Ball? Goes to the boundary line anyway, and we've got to have a throw in. And on the Ball thread gold, Air Diffusion Agency scoreboard, 6-8-44 Reynella, 7-10, 52 Flagstaff Hill, 5 minutes in. Ball goes up, nobody picked up. Oh, what's happened now? He got grab ball. What are you Mark? Oh, Mark, sorry. Oh no, he's made the excuse me. Oh, that is going to be the game. I tell you what, Mark will be pretty here at the moment. And there's Aldrich, and he's been fantastic. Because whatever he does has been really good. Might have had a lot of kicks, but he's been very classy.
That's just an absolute.
Now, who was the player that kicked that?
Sin.
Jake Agnew. So on your microscope, Jake Agnew put a big cross. Can't do that.
What is happening there?
So on the scoreboard magic.
Reynella 6-8-44. Flagstaff Hill starting to look like the side that may go on with it. 8-10-58. About 6 minutes into the final quarter.
14 points, and up they go. Big fist forward there by Darcy Mitchell. Player comes through there, tries to come through there, was McGuinness. Now they go forward. Goal here would be happy. One hand, can't mark it, goes to ground. That was Jacob McDonald. Now they go trying to go forward. They push the ball forward, can't pick it up, drop it. Plenty of players around. Papworth gets it out, picked up by Scotland. He goes out towards the scoreboard. He's mesmerised by the lights already. He's like one of the foxes in the night. And he's nowhere near the goals because that's where the ball needs to go. Umpires play on, and eventually it goes out of bounds in front of the ball threat goal scoreboard. And we're going to have a throw in, I think. Still 14 points to the good are the Flagstaff Hill Falcons. And this is the grand final replay to which Reynella won last year by a couple of goals. So it's about the same margin now, but in reverse. Oh, that could be a bit too high. What's the umpire going to say? Now how come this umpire over here picks all the ones that are really close, doesn't seem to go pick any magic?
I don't understand why he's called down the bloke that was right there, didn't see that.
Yeah. And that's the point I'm making. That's
He
happened.
blew the whistle and looked to see what he was going to call.
That's happened 3 or 4 times today. And I'm not saying the decisions are wrong, because it's a bit difficult for us, but I'm just saying the point. Umpires follows me.
25 too.
Now, they've got their arms up all over the place here. Players Rosa's giving him a bit of a clap. And he's going to go on the goal line, or near us 2. So who's got that ball there? Craig? Tyler Davies. Tyler Davies. So he won't miss this, the captain. He's kicked 1 this afternoon. And the side needs it. They need it. They need to keep in touch.
He's missed.
I think he's missed it. Oh dear, I think that could be... Well, there's still a lot of time to go. 8 minutes, and it's a 13-point margin. That's disheartening, Magic. When you're directly in front of the captain, you need to slot that.
Especially when that's the non-goal scoring end.
Actually, he's played well. Reece Milson has played very well too.
Yeah. He's been best on for them the last 2 weeks.
Yep. Well, he might be best on again today. The way he's playing very well. Okay, goes out wide towards the boundary line. I think
Pretty intelligent tap. Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
Was that Kirk?
Carney.
The Carnival.
Alright, wing position other side. 6, 9, 45, 8, 10, 58. 14-point margin. Need to get the next score, and there needs to be a goal. That's Reynella, but Red's going forward now. Centre half forward, it's bouncing towards the 50 here for a
pace there.
Tell you what, it didn't really pull up too well. Goes out wide, there is Liam Reid. He gets a handball over to a teammate. That might have been Jackie Ball. Picked up here, and 1, 2... kicks the ball forward. That's right. Now it's picked up here by Thompson. He gets it over to... Is that Tyler Davies or not? It goes to ground anyway. Picked up here. There's a bit of a... Tacking's getting woolly here at the moment, and it goes to ground also. Scotland's underneath that, as is...
well, they've just turned the dial straight up there, haven't they?
Yeah. So we call it
the rain again.
Oh, it's a rain. I call it a mist. Could it be fog? And that ball comes to ground. There's only got to help Flagstaff Hill. 1, 2 now. Marshman gets it on the boot, gets it forward, but that's where he should be. And a push there by Potter. And if he's getting a little bit heavier, then Magic, you're on the ball. And why don't we listen to you earlier?
I don't know, mate. I don't know why you don't, Dad. Jesus.
Lightning. What's lightning now? Thunder's just happened. Doesn't matter. Comes down. Marshman gets the kick forward. At the front. I don't know why he's played on. Must have been touched. Comes back. 1, 2 Marshman is marked.
Darcy Mitchell's got cramp.
So, okay. Too far out to score. The trouble is he's the one that needs to be down there to mark the ball.
He's cramped up.
So he goes out wide, and a good kick in the end.
Davies.
Davies has marked it, and his problem is about half a metre in from the boundary line. And he's going to kick the ball forward. 2 players almost crashed into each other. Yep, it is. So Agnew there. He owes him one. Yeah.
Does he ever?
Now, if they've got any chance, they need to kick this. Sounds silly when there's only 13 points in it, but as you can tell by the scoreboard, it is a very low-scoring game. 2 goals to lead. 13 points, in fact. It's a handy lead. So Agnew comes in, and he hasn't kicked very well at all this afternoon. Goes out towards, or punched out towards the 30 or 40 metres out from goal, centre half forward position, tries to pick up the ball, got it now, round goes Tyler Davies, straight up in the air, not sure if that's gone 15, a play on says the umpire, comes around, who's in front, 9-2, comes to ground, picked up Agnew, tackled in, play on says the umpire, 1-2, round Packworth, around the corner, and he's dropped it, he could have to go, could have gone out of bounds. It looks like a rush behind, I think, so it's back to a 2-goal game.
I'm still not convinced that was a shot from Agnew because he's too good a player to be kicking like that.
Well,
surely he's put that to the top of the square.
Well, he's done a couple of it. That's not the first time that's happened today, but anyway. Okay, ball comes back into play. Nice long kick up towards the center position, straight over the back, straight through the fingers there of McDonald. Picked up here, there is also Jackie Ball. Picked up there, and now goes back over to the other side of the ground, the old scoreboard side. Johnson's got it now. Old Mitchie. Oh, he spins it with a candy. Now spears the ball in. Player there is White. He's got it. He's dropped it. Now he's going to get picked up. Who's that out there? I think it's like Aldrich is one of the players, I can tell you that. And we've got a ball up there about 35 metres, maybe 40 from goal. About a metre or 2 in from the boundary line. So even a point is going to be handy here for Flagstaff, just to make it another kick they have to score that they have to get. Ball comes back into play, picked up here by Hapworth, goes up towards Little Lady. Whoa, that was Willing. That was Willing, and the player there was the other, which is Kavoris, and that's exactly how he plays, Kavoris.
Jeez, I tell you what, mate, could you imagine those 2 Kavoris brothers, kids out in the backyard? Bloody carnage.
That's right. Absolutely. Okay, here we go. Ball picked up here. Now they go forward, looking for a mark, looking for a score. Player with the ball, which is McGuinness, I think, gets a handball, and they come out wide. Player shot mark.
This is Kavoris to deal with as well.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I'm going to keep away from that one. Liam Mourinho goes forward, 1-2. This is better work. Comes up towards the wing. Up there to well done. Tyler Davies unable to mark the ball. And that hits the ground and goes out of bounds. Right in front of the Tribe Within Sports, Danny, and thank you for this afternoon. Might need to go through our sponsors too one more time.
Yep, on the fifth quarter, SA Landscaping, ADA, So Cloudy, JRF Bricklaying, Chris Hutton Loans, Youth in Sport, Dardfish, and of course Archie's for the best stones in.
Yeah, we'll keep your eyes on that, boys. The old Archie's. Can it be is that the same as the umpire? Umpire picks the better one. So could that be the same person or not? Doesn't have to be.
No, it doesn't have to be.
You have to get the size of the umpire's feet.
You're going to get me in all sorts of trouble, I'll tell you what. Well, picked up here, Scotland goes long, and in front, oh God, he's probably had his hand there for a while. Here's Papworth, goes around the corner, goes long, but unfortunately it comes to ground. It might be fortunate, circled out again. The 13, which is Bobby Thompson, kicks it straight into the young ones there in front of the tennis courts there, and fast touch for a kick, Flagstaff Hill. Right, now they go long, up goes the pack, almost marked, and there was almost a good mark there.
I think that was a push.
Oh, I thought he was going to the mark, but there you go.
Don't forget to get out there and support Eagles with the Mighty Mallet.
Yes,
absolutely. We'll do that.
Flinders Foundation.
Yep. Alright, so...
Trying to raise 10 grand for cancer.
Oh, beautiful. So, the player there is Scotland. He's going to... Oh, that's unusual. Have you ever seen a kick like that? Oh, that kick, that's no better. Yeah, there's a couple of kicks here.
It's like a yellow submarine.
Upside down yellow submarine at that.
That's a party trick.
He comes back, and the next kick there was terrible. He just said mark. Hasn't been good in front of goals.
Is that Patterson?
Yep. Right, so we're up to, what are we, up to 15 minutes. Time getting away. They need the next goal. Next goal,
Richie from an hour now.
Yep. In fact, Vegas just to score even a point would be okay. That'll make it 13 points. Now they go long, up towards the old school wing. Free kick, or mark, I should say, to Marshman.
That's the problem. Marshman's taking marks in the half-back line. He's the only one that can kick a goal for.
Yeah, that's right. Goes forward. That was from Tyler Davies. player up there. Who's that?
Gregory.
Gregory will go forward up towards centre half forward position. Big lead from the pack. Picked up here. They're just defending well at the moment, Flagstaff. They've got the old China wall up and not giving nothing away. Picked up here nicely by Arab. Goes towards centre half forward position, half forward flank, swings around his old bridge, gets a bit of a dribbler. We know what we think about that. Goes on, player picks that up, he gets caught, gets handled. Oh, here's Rosebank around the corner and it's going to get marked. Oh, yeah.
So that was just put the kids in the car and off you go.
Yep. I think he might be right there too, so it goes back now.
Oh, shocking kick.
Yep, and he's able to pick it up though, so got away with it. Looks towards Pat Malone. He's on his Pat Malone, so he just goes forward. Gets it up to Copley, he's got it. Well, Copley will go forward. Now, does anyone want this? Excuse me. It's a big opportunity there. Okay, so we'll have to try. There are two players, which is really a frame for that. That was Comedy Cages at his best. Picked up there by Scotland, goes forward, inside Kirk, around the corner, to the teammate there and pops it. That could be a bit high, umpire says no. Papwell's got it. Oh, they're going to kick it anywhere now, the goals. The player there, I think, is better, isn't it? That's Rosa. Well, Rosa, is it? It's Rosa. And he's got 25 or something. That's right. Yeah,
He will have the trouble here.
well, that's where he got the free kick. I know he marked it, but I mean, really? What's he about? How do you stop it? I mean, that's just... How'd you lose the grand final because of that? Alright, it's not over yet.
I just don't know what the 25 was for. It had to be after the mark. It couldn't have been giving him any lip.
Well, none of the players know what's going on.
On the Education Agency's Bill 3 goal scoreboard, and Reynella coming back 7-10-52, trailing Flagstaff Hill by 6 points, 18-58.
So what do we think now? It's a kick in it. It could have been another draw. Could it be 5 points? Or 1 point? Like we had yesterday.
Mate.
Anything happened. 18 minutes past. Grand final replay. Here we go. Let's ride this last 5 minutes. Kick this baby home. That could have been in the back. Should have been in the back. And it is. Picked up here by Copley now. Taylor goes forward. Marshman finds his feet. Gets a kick forward. Goes looking for Mark. Kirk goes zippity-doo.
Oh, he never handed it to a ruckman.
Yeah, he's done that to a rock drop.
What is going on?
I tell you what, this game has come alive. Not that it was ever dead.
That's a player fine.
Okay, so picked up. Well, that was clever work. He's come around there, Carney. That was brilliant work. Now here is Bennett. He's got it. That's shut up with the ball. Umpire says player on. Player there has got it. And we're going to have the ball up. A stoppage here at 19 minutes in. 19 minutes in.
That's got to be a player fine. Whoever handles to a ruckman.
7-10, 8-10. 6 points in it. Flagstaff in front. Darcy Mitchell over the back to Patterson, who goes wide, very wide, and the player kept it in front for Reynella, which is smart.
Whitaker, isn't it?
No, able to pick it up. 1-2. Pick up here by Mitchell. Good dive kick. Oh, boy, split the middle. And I reckon that's his second. It is his second, and I reckon that could be the sealer, albeit 2 goals.
You might be right there, mate. That's a phenomenal finish, though, from Mitch Johnson.
He stole it. Absolutely. Like a thief in the night. Oh, God, struck me. So that was as easy as plucking oranges for him.
So on the Education Agency scoreboard, Flagstaff Hill move along to 1964, Reynella 17-52.
Okay, see, I tell you what, the Reynella
going on at the moment there.
Oh, Jamie's. Wait till the movies that come out after 10 o'clock, mate.
Look out.
Sure we won't. Right, up they go. Darcy Mitchell gets the tap, goes forward. Davies is there, goes forward again. Picked up here nicely, I reckon that's Scotland. He goes forward. This need a little bit of luck, they might get it. 1-2. Oh, over to Pepper. The ball is missed. Oh, Lordy, Lord, they've missed some today, haven't they?
He's had an important point.
Oh, well, I needed to kick the goals because there were 2 kicks in it. I'm not sure whether it's going to work out that way. It could be a handy point. Take it. Not. There's Mitchell there. Gets the ball. Ran around nicely. And they're just going to hold the ball up, I can tell. Not wanting to play on, they go. The umpire says play on, kicks it long. And the player there takes a nice easy mark. Wilson. And that's Wilson. He's been very good. He has. Wilson and Darcy Mitchell are probably the best two for the Falcons. Anyway, it goes long, up they do, can't mark it, comes to ground, picked up, turn around. That looks like Bennett goes on the top of the square. What's happened there?
Darcy Mitchell there was on his own.
So that's a point. So that cancels out that last point. So it's a 2-goal game. 21.5 minutes. 7:11:53. 9:11:65. Anzac weekend here at Reynella. Grand final replay. Flagstaff Hill. 12 points to the good. Up goes, ball goes to ground. McGuinness was the player there for Reynella. Tries to clear the way through. There's the back. Should be holding the ball. I think the umpire sees it that way as well. And now they go back across the ground.
Dangerous.
Well, they are, but they've got to take some chances. Potter's been quiet since half time. Goes to ground, picked up here by Kirk, who gets tackled. No, yes, they've got Strike on top. And umpire says over the shoulder, free kick here to Kavoris, who's played a pretty good game as well. Cody.
I'll tell you who has been good today for Flagstaff Hill, and that's Kirk.
Oh, yeah, Rocky Gibraltar, he doesn't give nothing away. Up they go, that should have been perhaps a free kick, doesn't matter. Play on, over the back, and that'll be a free kick there for 16.
He's got a turn around here.
Damon. Okay, so up they go again. Picked up by Wilson. Jeez, he's had plenty of touches, Wilson. He's played 4 good quarters. Goes out towards the pocket area. Another player there. He's got it in front of him. We've got that shed that we're going to cut down in a minute. It's taken it behind that, and as we say, what's done behind the shed stays behind the shed. Alright, so we're up to time on period. We're about a minute into time on. There hasn't been that many goals, so we wouldn't think there'd be too much time. 2 goals they need, and not sure whether they're going to be able to get it. Might change their mind if they take it up the ground and get one straight away. Ball comes to ground, and I think that's going to be still in play. Banks kick. Oh, no. Have you ever seen that? Oh, boy. Fantastic.
Classy finish. Look at that. That's goal of the day.
Well, it is goal of the day. So they're up to on the diffusion scoreboard. That's the nail in the coffin.
I would say that, and that's Reynella 7:11:53 to Flagstaff Hill 10 goals 11:71, 23 minutes and 43 seconds into the last quarter.
Yeah, I was confident with my last dollar there. That was the scoring in, and once they got that first goal at the front.
I had the chances early though. They obviously started well, but
they shanked some terrible kicks. They did some, both ends.
But Flagstaff, like what we said though, Flaggies, the middle, Darcy Mitchell again.
Yep.
Here we go.
That's as good as a kick. Now, Harry Potter can't get it. It's going away from him. That was a throw. It doesn't matter. Wilson again. I tell you what, he should be just about POG again. Picked up here by a teammate there in before, which was Nicholas. Now he goes long up towards the wing position. Pat goes up, comes to ground. Bennett's has got it. Gets it over to a teammate. Haywood first, and he kicks it long, looking for a big mark. There is a big mark. It's a Reynella mark. Beautiful. Is that Liam Reid? Okay,
that's a good mark.
He has been good as well. As Magic has said, alluded to. Here's Marshman, Kirk. He's stuck in right there as Kirk. Goes Patterson's got it. He's going to kick that nicely, and it is a mark to Flagstaff Hill. And the player there is Adam. No, this is Bennett. He goes wide to Bennett, is it? Or Kavoris? Who's that? This is Bennett. Jackson Bennett. Okay, so he's another one that's been pretty good too.
I remember yesterday, there was some idiot that was on the radio saying that ruckmen were overrated. That's one of those positions you don't get anymore. Yep. Whoever said that clearly is an idiot, because a dominant ruckman is the most important person on the field. In that centre there, he has changed the game for Flagstaff Hill today.
Yeah, well, look, have you heard about diamonds? There are people around the place that happens, but I'm talking about overall. God, it struck me, you just can't pick it.
I remember that yesterday.
Yeah.
And he fell off my chair.
Well, alright. Did you watch the game last night? Cody's ruckman?
Yeah, he's no good.
Well, exactly. Thank you very much. 1-0.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean if he's no good, he shouldn't be playing.
Well, that's right. He shouldn't be playing, but he is playing. So if
That's what I mean.
you cross the right line,
Got to have a
you're
good
in the
ruckman.
game.
And Flaggy's look like they got one.
Well, they have got one. Absolutely unreal. I think ruckmen are very much overrated. And that's not everyone. That's I'm talking about in general terms. So there are your Max Scorns and all advantage. Well, I'll get back to the game here. He advantage. The Welsh picked up here with 13-point margin, cross the ground, and a nice mark, and he'll take time.
I'll say this now.
4 minutes.
Without a dominant ruckman, you're nowhere near anywhere winning a flag.
Yep.
You can't win a flag without a decent ruckman.
Well, that ruckman that Carlton got,
DeConing?
wouldn't you throw the sinking in? St Kilda.
Yeah, I would, absolutely. And they got Rowan Marshall who can play too, so I don't know why the Crows wouldn't be doing that.
Well, he's a player, just some ruckman. Max Scorn there.
Well, apparently had Draper stitched up, didn't they? But he's now done Achilles.
I don't think Draper's that good, to be honest, but anyway.
He's better than O'Brien.
Oh, well, yeah, I won't argue with
I'd
that.
rather have you in the ruck than O'Brien.
Well, couldn't you put me in as a rover?
Got the same red hair as him.
That's right. Back to the game. There's someone blowing the siren. It's all over here. It's Reynella 7-11, 53. Flagstaff in 10-13, 73. 20-point margin in the end, which is quite a big margin considering it's been really close all day. In fact, Reynella have been in front most of the day. Terrific game here at Reynella. A great spectacle. Put it on well as per usual. There's never any doubt about that. Brand new Bill 3 gold scoreboard and the lights. Everything fantastic.
I'll be honest, though, I think Reynella were disappointed with the fall away in that last quarter, wouldn't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they really, if I'm honest, the amount of ball and the amount of football and possession they had in that first half, they really should have been a lot further in front than they were, and it's cost them in the end, I believe. So.
Yep. Goal kickers today, Phil Reynella, Clive Tyler Davies got 2, Billy Rose got 1, Agnew got 1, Bradley Potter got 2 to start him, and Lucas Gordon got the other one. For Flagstaff Hill, Grayson got 1, Aldridge got 2, Richie Johnson got 2, Darcy Mitchell got 1, Bennett got 1, Rossi got 1, Carney got 1, and Adam got the other one. So final scores, Flagstaff Hill 10-13, 73, Reynella 7-11, 53. So a 20-point win to the Falcons.
And Port Adelaide got over the line by 6 points against the Kangaroos.
Well, boys, I'll just let you guys. We'll wrap it up because I'm going to go and do the Malpas medal.
Yep. What about the Archies? We can sort that out, all right. Well, you want to sort out the Archies' best player?
Well, I think
it has to come from Flagstaff.
It's Darcy Mitchell for me.
Yep.
I think he was phenomenal today.
Yep.
He was brilliant.
And I do, and a shout out there to Reece Milson. I thought he was very close.
He's had a great year this year so far. He was best on in the first 2 weeks, Milson. So,
now how do we do that? We've got to go out and get him, but they've got a presentation of the medal, so we better not interrupt that. And we're going to make, I reckon, Darcy Mitchell our BOG.
Looking at Reynella, they had some pretty good contributors over the day. But unfortunately, that last quarter, it was just the blokes from Flagstaff Hill, the old reliables in Pattersons and Johnsons and players like that just lifted that extra, didn't they, and got them over the line.
Yeah. Well, perhaps you can just go generally with it and go down the list of my best players without, don't need to put them in order or anything.
I mean, in that second half, Rosman started to get his hand in the footy, which was great. Aidan Grayson was pretty good all day. Blake Aldridge, he was the lone hand up forward.
Yep, 2 goals.
Didn't kick a lot of goals, though, but he was obviously probably the most damaging forward all day. I would also say Kavoris tried pretty hard all day, did pretty well. Milson, great. But Darcy Mitchell, for me, I just think he was phenomenal. And
4 quarters.
the other one for me that could be close was Bradley Kirk. I think the job he did on Marshman was really, really good as well, because he looked dangerous early, Marshman, as he does every week.
Yeah.
But Bradley Kirk, he may not be the prettiest footballer out there, but he gets the job done every week, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I would not dare. And Jackson Bennett, I mean, probably expecting him to be an absolute dynamo.
How's he going in the last quarter? They probably see that, didn't he?
But he got plenty of the ball the other. His stats would be as high as Wilson's, or so. He deserves a mention. He played very well and is a good player for the Falcons. Better players for Reynella. I thought Tyler Davis was a bit disappointing in the first half, but I thought the second half he fought back, kicked a goal. He was, serviceable. James Patworth was a bit of a flash, a blondie flash player in and out. He was serviceable for 4 quarters. Dylan Rhodes did a few things. Jacob McDonald early, who had plenty of ability, fell out of the game a bit. Bit awkward sometimes, and he's he kicks it and all the rest of it, but he was very effective early in the game. Jackie Ball and William Reid, we just sort of bundled them up as a...
Well, it's a 1-2 punch, isn't it?
That's right. And Bradley Potter fell out of the game a little bit, particularly the first half with 2 goals, was probably their best player. Again, he's sort of a like for Aiden Grace, and they both...
Well, he lit him up early, didn't he? He was the one that really, I guess, lit the fire early for Reynella.
Yep, yeah, so... and Matty Stanford, early did some good things, but, just little bits... well, there's a couple of players that did a bit more than little bits, but just not enough. At the end of the day, it's Flagstaff who were just a bit more cleaner and
and Dylan Rosa was going as well. I'll tell you what, like he started like a house on fire, but if I'm honest, I think he probably quietened up for the second and third quarter, and that was probably the difference, wasn't it? They just, some of their players that you would normally think would be their consistent contributors when they needed to stand up, unfortunately just they couldn't get on top of them. And the work that they did in the midfield with Darcy Mitchell,
yep.
He just absolutely tore the game apart, didn't he, in that second half? And I think they've probably identified...
Well, he was good the whole 4 quarters, Darcy Mitchell. I mean, that's why I've given him my vote as the best.
But do you think it was potentially the flexibility of Flagstaff who would have gotten over the line in the end? Because Marshman, he had to go into the ruck because then they were just getting dominated, and that took him away from the forward line, and therefore...
What did I say early? Losing Matty Semple from... Callum Semple, sorry, from their forward line is a big hole, because that frees up... he's going one way, Marsh was going the other way.
Yeah.
But we did hear a whisper this morning, this afternoon, that he may be coming back. No real surprise there, Amado.
No, not at all.
So... we won't panic just yet.
And interestingly, Sammy Whitbird's out the back here running around as a runner.
Yeah, he can come back as well.
Imagine him coming back. That'd be handy.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. I've got to do a little presentation on here. We're just trying to interrupt what's going on there now for the Marpus Mill. We don't know who we think is going to get that. We'll find out in a second. Might be our Archie's footwear will be Darcy Mitchell, and we'll get hold of him in a second. You want to do a wrap on that?
We can do that, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Enough more here. I think we might get that wrap and send it back to the studio. So thank you this afternoon or this evening to our twilight game here at Reynella. Our Anzac 2025, the replay grand final between Flagstaff Hill and Reynella's won by the mighty Flagstaff Hill side by 12 points, I think it was in the end. And that was well done to them.
So quickly, just our sponsors again, thanks again.
Yep.
Obviously, 40 Winks, if you are going to buy something from there, just make sure you mention Siren to Siren's Match of the Day, and you'll get free delivery in the Fleuro, Peninsula, or whatever that word is we're looking for area. Fifth quarter, Commonades, amazing. They do great things down there. ADA, which is Air Diffusion Agencies, SA Landscapes and Supplies, Archie's Footwear, they are seriously the best footwear in town. Youth in Sports Foundation, Council Initiative, JRF Bricklayers. Now that would be the Fazzolati.
No, he's floating around here somewhere.
Beautiful. So Cloudy, Telco Services, websites, etc. PW Collections.
And there's your best player, and have a guess who that was. Number 17.
Darcy Mitchell.
That's right. So we must be good judges. Right. So there's your sponsors. There's your winner. And we'll send you back to the studio here on Tribe FM. And thank you for listening this afternoon. Good night.
Okay, so the next
cracking season. Reynella Footy Club, to the RSLs, really have been fantastic pages. So well done to everyone involved in otherwise it's been pretty special. So great job here. Well done, boys. Great win.
Once again, I'd like to give both teams a great round of applause for a really well played game. Okay, so the teams can go away and get changed. Now remember that the goons are going to be up on auction shortly. They'll all be nice and hot and steady and ready to go. So hang around and we'll see you very shortly at the auction. Thank you very much.
Can you extend it all, or are you going to do it from that camera?
Right, on behalf of the Southern Football League commentary team, our match day sponsor is Archie Footwear, and to the best player on the ground, Darcy Mitchell. Get yourself some really nice songs to wear during the year, mate, so congratulations. Well done.